can't handle. are finally here. Merc Academy, what is up, everyone? It is your boy Huey Yoshikage. With me on the table is my boy Sekio, and we are here. It is the epic showdown of all proportions. CB Void going against the Jolly Rogers Armada, the best of five for this Plat Finals. Sorry for the bit of a delay, but we are finally here. Everything is green light, and we are good to go. Sekio, my boy, how excited are you for this match tonight?
Oh, I'm just like Skyrock's for this final because basically CB Void we have seen them before
Oh
and
boy.
Jolly Rogers. Both teams were actually having a really good games. And if you're gonna be speaking about yesterday's event or like the previous stream, we had a really top-notch gameplay from that team. So you're just excited, and we really hope to see a really good result out of this final.
For sure. And looking back over onto it, let's break down these guys a bit more. Because you said that they were great, and honestly, there's no other better definition for these two Titans right now. They are fantastic, running on all cylinders right now. We've noticed a few minor misses here and there, but last semifinals performance with CB Void, it was a dominating performance against White Lotus there. 3-0. Okay, 10-1 on the rise there. 10-1 and 10. That is a 20 KD there. The bot lane with it all the way through. Jolly Rogers, on the other hand, it was good, but I don't think it was a
Mhm.
full clean 3-0. I think did we go to game 5?
We went to game four, if I
I think we went to
remember
game 4. I think
exactly.
it went to
Yeah, yeah,
game 4. But you still got to give it over to Void. Playing on the Gwen, had a perfect game 14-0 of 5. I
for
definitely
sure.
remember
Like
that.
he was really good on Gwen, but yesterday, or like the previous
Right,
stream, it was 3-0, and it was really quick, Huey. It was
right.
like they know how to actually play the game, and when it comes to macro, when it comes to moving around the map, they know what should they prioritize when it comes to picking objectives. If they can't even lane, they just go for the lane swap. So it was a really good League of Legends that you
Oh yeah.
would like to watch. And right now, I believe we're gonna be having a really good draft. Let's check it. The draft is here on the screen. The fact that you're having Varus beside the Diana Galio, I really like the fact that they're playing Diana Galio. It's not a top tier meta playing with Diana, but having Diana Galio
Right.
is one of those wombo combo. Like you moonful 5-4 members with the hero's entrance from Galio, you get knock up 2 times and you get demolished in the team fight.
Oh yeah, huge burst potential. Textbook, I think, would be a good term for CB Void. Looking over at the draft here, Sloppy McFloppy
Mm-hmm.
was one of the greatest players we've seen there, locking in and piloting the Jester on the Diana. Soten, who killed it on Jax there, going to be taking a bigger pilot here, more tankier position here with the Galio. Nikai and Shadowkeeper, fantastic duo there. Going to be taking Varus and Lulu there into the bot lane. I like that it's not extremely meta, but it feels that Void is comfortable right now.
It does.
I
It does
like that.
actually look that.
I like that.
You're having the Lulu with Varus, so basically you're gonna be playing Hyper Varus, the one that you're gonna
Machine gun.
be playing a lot. Yeah, machine gun
Like,
Ratata Varus,
yep.
while actually having a really good front line. So you have the Peel
Yes,
from Galio, from Lulu, you have the Engage from also from Diana and Galio, and you have a really good flanker and a side lane pressure, which is gonna be Mr. Jax.
for sure.
Uh, Stoppy McFloppy, if I'm not mistaken, right? Stoppy?
Yeah.
Sloppy,
McFloppy. McFloppy
it's a
for family,
sloppy,
you
yeah, yeah.
know.
Sloppy McFloppy. Yeah, so you're gonna be having him as a side laner, or you can find him at your enemy's backline. The thing is, I don't like the fact you're playing Braum Kaisa. It's not something that we usually see. It works, but it's not the best. Also,
Right.
Type 3 is playing Victory. You need to scale. You need to get this ultimate upgrade, and also I don't know, like it feels unorganized for me.
I could agree with that. But I want to touch on the bot lane first before we go everywhere else for Jolly Rogers. What is
Mhm.
it for the bot lane that's bothering you? Is it the Kaiser or the Braum?
Kai'Sa Braum combo.
Which
Having
one though?
Kai'Sa and Braum. No, no.
If you had to switch one, which one would you switch and with who?
If I had to switch one, so I would switch Braum, for sure.
Ooh,
Like
okay,
I would get something more engage here. If it's gonna be Kaisa, I'm gonna go with Kaisa Nautilus. It's really good into Lulu Varus. Can you play it? You just enter the second push. Whenever you get a hook in Lulu, you get at least half of her HP early on, level 1, level 2. So you get the lane Brio easily. Unless Lulu knows that, so you're just gonna have equal lane till you get to fights, which is you're gonna be forcing it a lot earlier. It will help you a lot. That's when it comes to bot lane. If it's gonna be the mid jungle combo, I would go with Oriana. So you're
okay,
having Oriana
okay,
and Nocturne. It makes more sense for me.
for sure.
Having and also like having Camille on top side. If you're gonna have Camille, you need Daryl. You have to. You gotta get Camille Rel or Camille Galio. I believe that Galio here was a denial for Camille. Having Camille Galio composition is just
Oh yeah,
broken.
it's just
You look
broken.
up. You just
Yeah,
look up someone
yeah,
in
yeah.
a
Oh
circle,
yeah,
take
it's
ultimate
disgusting.
him, then you get
Even with the
just
Nocturne too,
dunked on.
that'd be crazy. Nocturne with Kaisa repositioning as well with the Killer Instinct. Yeah, no, that is a gross combo there. To be honest, now we're breaking down Jolly a little bit. I think that's a good call there. I think Gallia was going to be the pick there for Type 3. I
Mhm.
think I think Void read it, took it, and then adapted their own play from there with the Diana Jax, or already had the Galio in play and just got ahead of their team with the picks there. Overall, though, I like both teams. I think I like CB Void a little bit more.
Me either. I believe that CB Void actually played their game when it comes to drafting
Mhm.
and on countering the Jolly Rogers. Basically, you made Jolly Rogers not have a really good mid jungle combo and don't really have that interesting fight or like that interesting fight interested combo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have the wombo combos that you're looking for. On the other end, they have a really good front to back team fight, and they have a really good engages, and they can just count on it.
Yeah. And I always say, back me up on this because you
Okay,
are actual coach, you got the experience. I say personally, instead of always going for meta, go with what you're comfortable with.
for sure.
You don't
If
always have to play meta. If you know you can play X character better, play said character better. Run that.
in this
Don't
matter,
always go into that.
yeah, yeah. In this matter, I would totally back you up. If you're playing in like I don't know, Plat, Diamond, Low Master, even
Mhm.
tournaments, you should go for what you actually prefer or like
What
what
you
you
know.
used on.
Yep.
Yeah, and to playing ranked, and you should have a little bit mix of both, like having some meta picks and comfort picks. That's how you get the
Yes,
secret
sir.
sauce.
100%. We should be loading in any second. If we do have some stats to bring up, we could bring up some stats. But I
Actually,
want to kind of. What's up?
mm-hmm.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, well, you go ahead. I won't speak.
So what I want to say is,
Mhm.
I feel the biggest to look for, the biggest players to watch, the biggest lane to watch is top.
Hmm.
Okay,
Uh,
we know how McFloppy gets down. We know also how Void gets down. If
ah.
McFloppy has a
Mhm.
very good game, I think Jolly Rogers Armada is toast. Diablo Fox did really well, but I think Void is their team. He's their star. If Void's having a good game, the entire game changes. Right?
The thing is, you're playing Jackson to Camille. It's more of a skill matchup, but
Also
uh,
that as well too.
Jax is always a lot better when it comes to early game. You know, the strike, he can just dodge everything. but like in mid to late game, you know that both of them have really huge access to backline and they're
Mhm.
really good into side laning. So I'm not sure who's gonna be able to grab the upper hand in late game, but we all know
What
the
wins?
Jax
Early game.
wins
Early
wins
game
early a
wins,
lot.
baby. Early game
Yeah, yeah.
wins, man. So,
But
and if I had to pick onto it, or like I was saying, if Void loses
hmm
top, it's going to be very difficult for Jolly Rogers to come through. McFloppy loses, they still have Soten. They still have Soten. And if
they
Soten
do.
loses, they still have their bot lane as well too. It's not completely over. And that
If you
top,
lost
that
the
go
three
ahead.
lanes, you just gotta leave the
Right.
game.
I mean, honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. If it falls to it, but at least there is that safety net that it's not really where I feel on Jolly Rogers, and it's really on Void's shoulders. And if it really doesn't come off, if it falls off of Void's shoulders, then it goes down to Diablo Fox. It
Diablo,
doesn't feel as strong for JRA as it does for CB Void. And I would say, as a small a dabble as a betting man, I definitely would have to give McFloppy top, most likely the best top right now, with Void being the one to be able to challenge for that title.
a lot of questions were made into this series. CB Void versus JLY. You know, the series is gonna be fun. You know that we're here, Mr. Huey. Shut up and
Yes, sir.
you were
You
just
see
screaming
that?
hello. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
see
Of
that? That's
course
just
you
the
did.
aura. That's just my aura there,
Yeah,
bro.
uh, you always too big,
Love
Mr.
it.
Huey. And of course, today we're gonna be having the finals, best of five between CB Void and Jolie Rogers in the final right now. And as we have mentioned before, you should do that if you're playing
Oh
uh,
no! What
the
was that
AD carry.
there? Big
That's
opening there. Romeo going to put on a lot of damage there. That's going to be almost 50 for the side of Lulu. Well, like you mentioned earlier, as an enchanter, you have to be careful with those side positionings there.
you had actually. I really wanted to Diablo Fox to go to proc his passive, or
Mhm.
at least like if you're playing Nautilus, like look at what's happening in Shadow Keeper. He's literally below half HP. He wasted his two potions, and now they lost
Oh,
level
they're
two
in
advantage.
trouble here. Not going to get the Q going to land, but the missile from Diablo Fox going to put on the damage there. Going to start putting on the advantage on the bot lane there for the side of Jolly, starting to get the momentum shifting into their favor. But for the most part, they didn't get a lot. Sums are still up for both ends.
But they have a little bit of tempo. If you look at tempo,
Right.
if you look at the lane pressure, they can just look for the third wave, shove in under the turret, and go for the sheet recall. CB Void bot lane are gonna be stuck under the turret, and they won't be able to recall, and they will lose a lot of tempo or some CS into their advantage. On the other side, you know that Diana is actually rotating towards both sides, so you know that Romeo and Diablo folks gotta play it carefully.
Oh, nice bait there from Void. Going to time out the stun. Gonna win the trade. Battle of the Titans, like we mentioned here. Will Void be able to take the title from the champ himself right now? I think honestly it's a great pick there, just for thematic sake for McFloppy.
You gotta you gotta do what you know that you can do. Void, actually, as you mentioned, he played it really smart. He stayed on the wall and he broke the passive when the counter strike finished. That's something when it comes to laning. You gotta always be careful with it. Whenever you have like the enemy team wasted his skills, you should just rush him down with your poke and just get back again. Don't
Right.
over commit and don't get the over zealous. Like, okay, you got a really
Mm-hmm.
huge, you have cooldowns, you have to play it carefully and not look for more. Like, when you look for more, you know that you're gonna start to
Yep.
lose.
Yeah. You gotta know when to go and take a trade and not full commit. That's the biggest thing I feel coming up from IBS and just above is knowing when you just take a trade and that's it. It's not always 0 to 100 all in burst flash and all sums. It's usually not, rarely ever the case, and usually it's just from those brackets they get a little crazy. So I do like the good call there. Also the experience that Void showed there. Void knew the time for how long Counter Strike is till swing after activation. That was really
Hmm.
great call there. So really, again, it's really, I feel top lane's going to be the one to look at. But look at the CS right now.
Actually, I
Talking about
like what
top right
Void
now,
just did. Like talking about
right?
top and talking about CS, what Void just did was really good. Like he had he's having a slow pushed wave into him. I know he lost like a couple of CS, but look at
He's going to
his
lose that
wave.
wave. Unfortunate.
No, he won't. He's gonna farm it under the turret. Jax need to
If he does
recall.
it right, if he does it right,
Yeah,
we don't even
like
have
if
to
you.
watch. We could just watch the counter. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Here
almost
we
the
go.
same. 28 to
Oh,
35.
oh,
Huh?
he missed a
He missed
couple.
too.
He missed
Yeah,
a
but he
couple.
got.
Oh, that guy.
But it's fine. He got the XP.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
Look at
100%.
look at the big picture. He got the XP. He didn't lose anything. He didn't lose a lot. He lost some because basically a sloppy McFloppy got level 6 and he's still level 5. So he lost some XP, but I thought like he had a really perfect recall and he looked for it. Till now, like minute 6, there is a lot of uh, not mechanical plays. It's more of a macro
Macro
plays
movement.
between both
It's a lot of
teams. Yeah.
macro. Yep. A lot of macro movement. As you can see, Dragon was secured there for the side of CBV. Really just good movement and judgment call, plus gaining knowledge of knowing that Nocturne wasn't in the area enough to come and contest with lanes pushed from bot and mid. Really good knowledge and just kind of showing where both players are at, and or both teams are at, excuse me. And just to say this, it shows that these guys are in finals right now. This is why these guys made it for sure. And it's gonna just be who can play it a little better. There's not gonna be a huge deciding factor, I feel. If it is gonna be, it's gonna be coming from the top lane. And right now
Ah.
we just saw McFloppy take the trade full commit, forcing Camille back. So gonna proc the
Actually,
TP. McFloppy has TP advantage now as he gets to recall yet again. Sheen in both pockets, but he will come back a little stronger with at least 12 CS right now. So I think that's at least what? Just a longsword? Oh, longsword dagger. Gonna take the TP back.
good.
Oh, sick camera angle, dude. That's so cool. How'd you make the
Yeah.
TP that's like whack look cool, man? I love it. Big shout outs to Rav, dude. Fair
What
trade.
Trav is just insane, bro. Like
He's the
last,
GOAT.
yeah, he's the goat. And speaking of goats, let's get more into the junglers or like CB Void. I really like the movement around the map. I really like the Diana not losing tempo in CS. If you look at the CS difference, you
Oh.
know she got
Oh,
the Drake
oh,
and she got a
oh.
buff with 3 cam splashes
Oh,
top lane.
he's going to take the counter strike. Going to force the flash out. Going to find Void, who just went a little too hefty there. We told you, pushing on that pedal is punishable there, and he took a little more than he could chew. First blood going to land onto McFloppy there. The champ, champing it up.
Oh, ultimate from Varus, Chain of Corruption. But,
Ooh, nice
she got
damage.
that Varus. Woo-hoo. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
Shown to Kaiser. Right now, you know, you get the Void Gloves, you
Uh-oh.
get the first break, and Type 3 is in danger into mid
In
lane.
danger right now. Big shield gonna go on. Oh, he was safe. I think he was just so nervous there. The flash is gonna be proc there. And now Fish in trouble too as they invade over onto the blue side here. Jester, Shadowkeeper all together right now. This may be the 4-man rotation. He may have to give up low front. Ooh, nice smite coming from the jungler. He's going to take both camps there as Nikai on the run. Nice dodge there from the Q. And now the dominoes starting to fall right now for the side of CBV. Going to flash forward just to get the attack, going to get that killer instinct. Diablo Flock just looking for something right now. And to be honest, I don't know if that was necessarily what was
You had
needed
your
right
trade. You did everything. You didn't have to just go for the 1v2.
Yeah.
You know, like Braum still have the glacial
Right.
ultimate. He still have his shield. He still got a lot of stuff to invest in the team fight. You wasted yourself a cannon and the 3 minions. I know you're not like that ahead, but you're actually losing a lot of gold. You're donating it to an AD carry that you know is actually a really good AD carry. After seeing what he have actually done in early game in the
Mhm.
2v2s, you didn't have your support, you just leave it, you just play safe and look forward. Your team is winning. You don't have to just over aggression and try to
Yeah.
make your plays. That's like when your team is winning and okay, so why not try to get to hit a 1v2? And speaking of, we're gonna speak of summoner spells. You don't have cleanse, so you're playing versus an ignite Braum right now. Let's see how it goes.
Very
CP got a
scary
flash.
stuff right now. Going to ignite the darkness there. Fish going to find a Shadow Keeper there who's just kind of out there on their own, a little too far out. You know, it happens, especially as the support. But these are the things you have to kind of look for as an enchanter. You know you're a target focus there. You know Varus just went back. So you gotta wait a little bit there before you're getting the vision out there. That's gonna be another one in JRA's pocket. But as of right now, I don't feel like it's the end of
Hmm.
the world right now.
It's not. It's just like you're now both teams are equal. The thing is, you know that CB Void got the better hand when it comes to tempo, and they're trying to get the Drake on
Mhm.
his pawn. The recall from Diablo Fox and Romeo, just here to play defensive. Right now, you can see Flush, and he's just trying to steal it from over the wall. It's hard. He got the first item. That's the thing. You got really good kills, but you don't have that tempo. You overextended. You
Right.
didn't wait for the dragon. So that means you're gonna lose a little bit.
That little bit of timing there. It seems like they're getting small potatoes on the other hand, while CBV kind of full eating right now. Second dragon secured right now. In terms of gold, it's 200, but Mick Floppy right now with a 2 level advantage right now on the top side. Counter Strike going to do just about 50 to void there. The passive looking kind of minuscule, not doing as much as you normally see in terms of how Chamomile is piloted here, and the extension of their lead just starting to get further and further away here. McFloppy going to jump over to it. Fish looking for, gonna have the fear. Counter Strike gonna be
I got the
activated.
ultimate? Huh?
He does
Wait,
have his ultimate, and we do have the Paranoia ultimate as well too. I'm not actually
yeah.
too sure why the trigger wasn't pulled there. Maybe they just weren't too confident onto it. Nocturne farming Gromp right now is within Paranoia range, but I think he has to kind of move towards it there. But Void at 1% right now as we get over to the support 1v1 noodle fight.
I really want to tell you something that Sloppy McFloppy can actually just win the 1v2.
I
He's that he's
I
that
would
ahead.
not put it. Yeah, I oh here we go. Paranoid by
And he
himself
got
right now.
mana.
Low on mana,
He got
but he has
mana.
minions. He has minions. He has minions. Near side going in. Void coming in onto the TP. Flash gonna be proc there. Hex Tech Cake gonna lock in. Gonna get the 2v1. The JRA will secure the feat of warfare. Not too bad for dropping down the champ.
With three
Knockdown
bot?
going to go through. Nika, big trouble there, but let's get big. We're going to trade the 1-for-1. Dresser on the rotation there. Gonna make it an even 2-for-1 for the side of CBV. Now evening up the playing field yet again. Feat of Warfare did fall, but the boys did get Void, so they should even out right here in terms of plating.
Diana eats turrets. The thing is, like, let's get back into the top side fight.
For sure.
McFloppy actually had the chance to win the 2v1, but the problem is he wasted all his mana to just try to shove the wave, which is not the ideal case that you should try when you're playing Jax versus Camille. Camille, you had the lockdown,
Mhm.
and you had Flush also using his ultimate, so right now, you lost your life, and you costed your team his top side jungle, which is not ideal world for Diana. You know, Diana is one of those champions that needs to farm. She didn't get the CS, but she got 2 kills, which is gonna help her a lot when it comes to scaling. And when she showed up in bot lane, the movement she was just like trying to
Yeah,
move
very crisp.
carefully, not trying to over. To make the over push in both sides. She was just like trying to wait, but on the other end, you saw that the AD carry and support were just like super aggressive and looking for
Oh
the
yeah.
dive. You lost one, but you traded two for Diana, which means that Diana get the Leandris right now, 4 stacks on the Dark Seal, which is for Dark Seal Diana. First item Diana is a scary Diana.
Yeah. Mask already locked in as well there. I kind of want to touch up a little bit on that top lane skirmish there. It kind of even things up here, but it looks like the team is trying to help out for it right now. That also even things out. Did not even things out for the bot lane there. Void gonna push in on to the gates there. Counter Strike Flash going to be proc there. Excuse me, Rift Arrow is going to spawn. There goes the gate, but it's not gonna be enough right now. It is a 2v3 situation right now. Diana gonna run away with 10%, but the paranoia is
here.
hit. Lulu is here. Shadowkeeper keeping the team alive, procking and keeping things up. Diablo Fox coming in with the killer instinct right now. This may be the JRA fight that they need right now. Soten onto the back, onto the run. Type 3 gonna rotate and find it as well. That's gonna be up 2 for the side of JRA. CBV down and out.
Yeah, the Avengers coming out for you. You got the first
Right.
totem bot lane, but the thing is, you had 5 members looking for you. You had Diablo Fox, actually, with the killer instinct, was just way too perfect to join the team fight. Lulu actually did what you needed from her. She joined the team fight. You looked for a 4v5. If actually the virus was there, the outcome would have been a lot different. And you know it. The thing is,
Yeah.
also you can't compare virus to Kaisa, because Kaisa actually got 3 kills right now. She got the
Yeah.
first item. On the other end, you know that Varus actually started to get some gold, so you didn't. Actually, you lost a lot when it comes to gold. I'm not gonna lie. Even though when you get the
Yeah.
first spirit, you got everything. The difference in gold between both AD carries is 1k. In minute number 16, that's a lot between just one laners.
Yeah, I mean, the deficit was a lot more before he got the tower, but at a 1k deficit, it is difficult to get up there as well, and I definitely would agree here. Chain of Corruption going to land. We're going to have to hold that thought there. Fish going to find a little bit of fear onto Shadowkeeper. Romero on the run back. Void trying to come in on to the Spider-Man chain, but not going to find too much there.
A lot of
stuff as a
cooldowns.
Rift Herald is going to be spawned there. I think that was a misclick because I don't even think that's gonna make it to the ticket. Yeah, I think you tried to drop ward. I think by accident. It happens. Support things.
Yeah, that's when you give a support a huge something to use it in teamfights. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
that's why you
even
don't
gonna
give it to the
focus on
support. That's why you
that.
don't give it to the support. You don't give it to the support.
Exactly, like Flush had like the sweeper. It's totally fine to give it to him, but like it is what it is. You have 2 Drakes, if I'm not mistaken. You have also 3 Void Grubs. You're gonna try to go for the Soul Point, which is gonna give you 5% movement speed extra out of combat, and also it's gonna give you that chance to have the extra movement to be able to move around the map as fast as you can. Right now, you can see the recall coming out from the Jax teleport,
Uh-oh.
and you know the trigger is about to be pulled off from both teams.
Type 3 found his way through. Sloppy McFloppy going to jump back over to the team. It is a 5v4 situation right now. Soten onto the side. Dragon going to go in.
Moment right now!
A beautiful moonfall. Add in the triple knockup right now. This is looking like CBV teams right now. Fish in a barrel right now as they are just falling to pieces. JRA on the retreat. Fish on the back line. Not going to be able to find something. Jester picking him up. Void. Type 3 Romero being able to escape. But unfortunately, that's going to be the third Drake falling into the hands of CBV.
That's the perfect execution for your comp. You literally had 3-man ultimate from the Diana, then the follow-up from the Grand Slam Mr. Mid laner, Sutin himself, like had the perfect ultimate, and right now the gold starts to shift to CB Void. After just one team fight, you get the soul point, you get the turret in mid lane, and you get the perfect. I don't know, that was just like absolute cinema. You had the perfect
Oh,
setup, and you took it.
Oh yeah, Jester found the most perfect entrance there. Everything. Yeah, I would have to pause there too. Honestly, I'd have to get up real quick. I'm shouting right now. Woo! Nah, let me stop. Just kidding. While we get the pause though, we can kind of break it down a little better for you guys at home. Hopefully, everyone at home is enjoying themselves as much as we are, because this is a fantastic opener for tonight for sure. 7-7 right now. A 2,000 gold lead finally falling to the side of CBV. JRA, kind of, we would say, would be the underdog coming in, just based on stats on and everything else. Kind of keeping up right now, but I think we finally are. I think CBV is starting finally to crack the shell of
Mm.
JRA and kind of starting to figure out the puzzle pieces here. Well, how do you feel about that?
I truly believe that's what's happening right now. And what we can see here is just like a small movement from Mr. Last, which is gonna show you
Love it,
the
dude.
base, the entrance. And yeah, that's what you have to break right now. The problem
Hmm.
is for GRA that McFloppy actually have a lot of gold to be
Yo,
using in the side lane. No one can actually match Sloppy McFloppy right now. Even if you send two members, you know that he's capable of just winning the trade. He got the Trinity completed. He got the Armor's Boot, two long swords, and
got
I
his tunneler.
believe yeah, everything is online for him to just demolish the side lane. Camille can't even stand. If he got Camille and the flush, you know that he's also like he is capable of winning the 2v1.
Yeah, it is just the way how the cookie crumbles there. We did mention onto it that that's where we felt comfortable with the Jax pickup there, and that's what you want to see coming from your top laner here. We said it. If it is going to be anyone to be holding the crown of the champ, it would have to be McFloppy right now. Void was keeping up pretty well, but the deficit right now just kind of hurting them right now. I wouldn't
A
say
lot of
JRA
wait,
is. I wouldn't say CBV is completely in full control. They have the momentum. They've had the macro from now. But if anything, JRA needs to make sure that this next skirmish over, which I'm going to assume will be either Dragon or Octacon, it has to fall into their favor here.
actually the dragon is gonna be up in 3 minutes, which means 3 more minutes to form and try to catch this support.
Oh, good catch here, but that's not the
Oh,
guy you want to be wasting things on. Nikai gonna be able to find one right there. Terrible focus on the side of JRA right there. They found a pick, but goes for the support, and now they're gonna lose two for free, and that's gonna be an Octacon again. And this is what we mentioned earlier: the macro gaming.
It was really good trying to catch Shadow Keeper. The problem is you don't have the immediate lockdown. You didn't use the Brahms ultimate. You actually used the Brahms ultimate, but it was too late. You just
Right.
tried. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this skill for more time. Top three is looking for the fight 2v1 situation in top side.
Killer Instinct going to land over for the side. They're going to force a 2v1. Soten on the run right now. And Type 3, Diablo Fox, they are the damage dealers for the side of JRA, and I didn't see a lot of damage there on the one tank.
It's having like a huge shield plus the magic resist boots, so not a lot of damage gonna be picked off. And right now you can see the Junzu Rage Blade completed in Diablo's Fox, so that means he's gonna start doing some damage. But on the other end, let's get back onto the team fight that we had, or like the catch. You tried to catch the support, which is really good. The thing is that Verse actually stopped you from doing anything. The chains
Yeah.
of corruption landed perfectly. Like if he timed it, if he tried to make it that perfect, he won't even make it this way. So he had the chain of
Yeah,
corruption. Yeah, I mean it's
everything
impossible.
works. Everything's working right now,
It's
yeah.
0.1 1 millisecond reaction time,
Oh,
so it's really hard right now. They're trying to pull the trigger on
he's going
Jack
bot
and
lane.
2v1 on both side.
I thought the paranoia was going to be going over onto the top side there, but it's going
He
to go
can
over to
turn.
McFloppy there. Cooldowns right now. McFloppy kind of baiting into the minions. He's going to counter strike there. Strike out, catches one, 2v1 right now, plus the fear and the hex tag. Grabs one. Oh, so close yet so far. The shutdown going to land for the side of JRA right now. That is not what they're
Uh,
looking for. Jester also falling to pieces.
it's too sloppy, to be honest. So the thing is, you play, yeah, bro, like if you're playing Jax, you don't force your counter strike in 2v1s. You don't look for having the like the only thing that keeps you alive. Counter strike, you only use it when they all in you. Not you trying to all in someone and trying to kill him. No, you try to kill him with your auto attacks. You try to kill him with your jumps and everything. When
For
they
sure.
turn on you, you use your counter strike so you can block the damage and you can have the the time to block everything. When you force the counter strike, you lose the trade, and that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Also with the hex tech shot onto the wall again. Really well played onto the timing there. I like, as we mentioned there, JRA were in the fire, but they weren't completely out of the kitchen just yet. Still keeping themselves to pace right now. It is a .12-ish gold lead. Excuse me, it's almost a 2K gold lead right now. Romero walking into the bush there, and that is not what JRA needs right now. They are grouped up, ready to go. The darkness himself becoming a bunny on the run. McFloppy looking for some revenge there, going to retreat back.
You get the Romeo, and you have the
Yeah.
TB on top side. I don't really
Uh-oh.
like it.
Uh-oh. Good timing there on McFloppy, just sensing it. Seeing it and feeling it there with the ward advantage there. And I also wanted to touch on that, but there's just been so much action. CBV's warding has been fantastic.
Speaking of warding, I believe that GRA also have a really good defensive vision score, and which is gonna help them a lot when it comes to trying to have some pressure. Right now, if you look
Ooh.
into top
Speaking
side,
of
it's
pressure,
everyone.
pressure on the top side right now. Soten taking this up, but how much can he actually soak up? Tries to get the tackle underneath, gonna put himself back into the Hextech Storm, but it's not going to be enough there. The rotation now here for
Uh-oh!
Shadowkeeper so fast. That whimsical speed, so magical, so helpful. Nikai on a killing spree right now. That was a 1 gold deficit in between Kaisa and Nikai, and now shrinking it only to about a 200 gold lead right now. 1.4 for the side of McFloppy. 2K, almost a 3K gold lead now deficit starting to show for the side of CBV.
CB Void actually look really good. They are should look for recalls right now and play around the vision game in top side. You have to clear some vision. You have to play around the Baron Nashor. You have the perfect soul for your team, for your team composition. For sure, like the Diana needs to have some extra movement speed when she procs the ultimate. Also, giving the utility to Varus, Varus is one of
Right.
those champions that doesn't have a lot of escape tools. They have only the chain of corruption to stop someone, and like his flash. That's all what he
Yeah,
has.
AoE
So,
slow a little bit too, but it's nothing
which
like it's not like a mobility
it's not
option. You get
Kaisa.
what I'm saying?
It's not like you don't
Right,
have those
right.
dashes built on your kit, so you're gonna have the extra movement speed. You're gonna have the extra uh, capability of moving using your support, also ultimate, using everything. I feel that this soul is just perfect for CB Void, and right now they should clear wars, not only set vision and the top side. On the other end, that McFlop is just gonna pressure the bot side, and Camille, it's really hard to contest the 1v1 versus Jax.
Yeah. When you're 1.7k down, yeah, it is very difficult. I don't wish that on anybody. But this is what you envision for your top laner. This is what you want from your top laner there. You want them to apply the pressure where they have to force two, where you can go over to this Baron and pretty much have no
Uh-oh, they
fear
got them on
as of
vision.
right now. They do catch the vision, but we're at 2K and whining fish just going in for a 50-50. And oh
Still!
my god! The steal goes through somehow, some way. Life finds a way, but I don't think they're gonna find their
Disengage!
lives going to continue all the way through. Double knockup going to go through, lock in the stun yet again. That's gonna be a clean ace all across the map. CBV gonna 5-man walk it down. Game 1 in the bag.
You got the Baron, but at what cost? You lost all your numbers, and CB Void marched from top lane to finish the first game. You got the really good steal from Flush. You had to just disengage, to not look for a team fight, not look for anything, and just go for the recalls. And speaking of recalls, you should be focusing on them more often in the next game, because CB Void are gonna bring their first win home with them.
Yes, sir. It wasn't a dominant performance that we saw on the side of White Lotus. It was a very back and forth game for JRA, but they could never really find that full mount. Void pushing on that pedal just a little too early there, going to get caught up, crash and burn, giving McFloppy the chance to build up into the threat that we have known and come to love here on the side of Merc Academy. We're going to the tails of the tape right now. 5-3-5 on that top lane. The champion himself, a 2K gold lead as well. 4-2-9 for Jester there. excuse me, for Galio there, going to be 3-0, very clean. And for the bot lane, a 4-4-19 combination. Not bad at all, to say the least. The damage, or the gold was there, the damages were there. They had some, like my friend Sekio here has said, absolute cinema plays. But they have so
Yeah.
much more to do. We are nowhere near done, guys. JRA are back at the drawing board right now, going to figure out how to come back onto this game 2. With that being said, don't go anywhere, guys. Game 2 draft pick will be coming very soon. Keep it locked, Merc Academy.
And that
A broken dreamer is your mind. All the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. To the darkness, into the night. A broken dreamer is your mind. All the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. To the darkness, into the night. Put your fucking hands up. The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry
Merc Esports, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Huey with me, Sekio, and if you guys are just tuning in, you missed one of the best games here on this side of Merc Esports. CBV taking it up one right now against our Jolly Roger gang, and this is for plat finals. This is for all the marbles right now. And how would you say the game really went for JB for our Jolly Rogers? What really went sideways for them?
Jolly Rogers. Actually, speaking of Jolly Rogers, they had a really good early game. Speaking of which, they had the control on both sides. The mid was just like trying to scale. It's you're playing versus Galio as a mage. He's got a huge shield. He's gonna stop you off, and he got the AB Sunfire resistance. So he's super tanky. You can't do anything with him. You're just gonna try to trade, get some stacks, and get your ultimate online for Mr. Victor. But the thing is, when it comes to team fighting, you're just like you're entering from one side, and you had the perfect wombo combo pulled up on you.
Oh
All
my
what you have,
gosh.
like you have seen, like remember on Drake, the
Mm-hmm.
third Drake, if I'm not
Delicious.
mistaken. Yeah, it was just like Diana, Moonfall. Sorry, then a Moonfall into four members, and the follow up with the grand entrance was just super clean. He had
Icing on the cake.
everything lined up, and like you, even though you were not even ahead in gold, when you make this execution in team fight, you can just like grab two kills, grab the dragon, grab a mid turret, and grab everything in your back pocket, and move forward with it to start snowballing into your side.
100%. And I would have to agree with you. It was just certain pieces there just weren't falling for the side of our Jolly Rogers there. And in CV Void, it just, again, like you said, absolute cinema games there. As we move forward here, McFloppy being the star of the show, going to lock in. And we already know it is the Kaiju King himself locking in onto the show. Void with a strong pick, taking the Orn. Fish locking in on to the Zin with Jester. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're good. Excuse me. With
Hmm.
Jester there. I'm sorry, I totally thought I just unplugged everything there. Excuse me.
Oh,
Anyways, with Jester locking in with Wukong, and you're starting to see a little bit of the Wombo with Aurora being locked in for the side of CB Void with Soten piloting them.
Oh, Jolly Roses are playing with the, I don't know, like playing Zinzao and Oriana. They make the opposite of everything. Like Oriana's ultimate Shockwave, bring them back together, and Zinzao just gets them away. Like if you don't have that good synergy between both players,
Okay.
it's gonna mess up real bad. Right now, you're looking for Rakan. Rakan is probably banned or like something like this. The Zyrakan having the Oriana, then
Nah,
you're
he's gonna
gonna
get
be
snatched up. You already know.
yeah, it is like you can give. Wait, you're not going for yeah, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, there's no way.
Poppy is really good here.
I
Poppy
love
is just
Poppy.
insane here.
So
I
I
like
feel again, it's panic bands coming from the side of Jolly Rogers. Like we saw Romero there, or Romeo. He wanted Rakan. I'm not sure why Diablo didn't grab Rakan first into the Zaya. Like you mentioned with Type 3 and Fish onto the Zin and Ori, the Wombo isn't really there for them. With the Aurora locking them in her little aether space there, Wukong
Mhm.
with the knockup, with the Cho'Gath, with the curtain call in the back, that again can maybe just be the makings of absolute cinema yet again.
Hmm. So I'm trying to think of a way for Jolly Rogers to win the team fight. Definitely, having Poppy in your side is really good. You're gonna
Oh,
stop the Rakan, you're gonna stop the Aurora, you're gonna stop the Wukong. So it's a really good pick. It's a W1. And speaking of your way to enter the team fight for Jolly Rogers, it's only gonna be flush engaging type 3 ultimate, then Rakan's ultimate, not Rakan, then Flash's ultimate. So you're gonna give them like, I don't know, 2 3 seconds of CC, follow up with Void's ultimate. So
Right?
you're cooking something. It's a lot better than the last draft. Last draft was just chaotic. This one, you have an idea and you're trying to execute it. Speaking of early game, if you remember last game, we saw Diablo folks and Romeo having a huge advantage in both sides. This game, I believe if they manage to get the same advantage, you can snowball from it
Oh
and
yeah.
get us to game 4, game 5, maybe. I believe this series is gonna be really good.
For sure. I would have to say Diablo and Romeo definitely have stronger picks this time. I hope that Jolly Rogers plays a little more for Diablo and Void themselves. Void
Hmm.
needs is going to need the help. We saw what happened game one, and it would seem fine. I wouldn't say across the map, but for everywhere except top. All right, I'm just gonna say it. Everywhere except top. It was looking fine for Jolly Roger. There wasn't really any complaints. And then from Mick Floppy just starting to dominate and kind of force them to play their game, where you have to send attention up to Jax, where you can't be at set objective because you're at top dealing with Jax, dealing with McFloppy. I want to see more of a control. I want to see I pretty much put a collar on McFloppy. Do not let him get out of control. Do not let him become Godzilla. Keep him as a small baby lizard. Keep him in check. And it should be a lot easier time for Jolly Rogers to find that early game to that mid game transition burst where we did see it flipped to their side. But as soon as it flipped to their side, CB Void then came back with an even better play. So take that position, take that option away from Void. Keep
I
them
mean,
and put
like,
them in the dirt and keep them low so they don't have a chance to come back into this game.
you know what, like lore wise, you can't make a void monster or a void creature kill a epic weapons maker. Like if you
That
remember,
is
like if
true.
you know, if you look at the lore, just speaking of lore wise, you know that Orn is one of those guys who actually crafts. Not crafts gods, but like he crafts a lot
He
of
is the forger. He is the forger. He is
exactly.
the god of forging. But
So he makes everything for a lot of us to use in the ref.
I'm almost sure every legendary item is from Orden, if I'm not mistaken.
It is like if you look at
It's like
Bobby's
almost
hammer,
every
it
item.
was crafted by Owen. Fizz's thing that he uses
Trident,
that got three
his
stuff. Yeah,
trident,
exactly.
yeah.
It was made
Brahm's
by
door.
Owen, and a lot of cool items were made by Owen. So like he can just kill that guy that easy.
You missed my
He's
favorite one, bro.
which one?
Brahms having Orn's door. That's actually one of the
Oh.
Brahms door is the door from one of Orn's temple, and that's why it's unbreakable.
Hmm, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
also, wait, which blade? Like, I remember a lot of blades were made by Orin.
yeah. Yep, yep.
A lot of blades. But also, like, speaking of weapons, you know that Miss Fortune's, like, gun was meant to be for GP?
Yep. Yep, yep. Man, I love the
Yeah,
lore
I do.
of League of Legends.
I
I
do.
love the lore too. I'm a huge fan of Bilgewater as well too. Alawi, being from there, and there we go, man. Look at this, man. This is crazy, man.
I'm waiting
Please
for the
throw
frog.
it in the chat, dude. Big love for the Rav with this beautiful camera angle. Check it out. We are walking through the rift right now, as if we were there.
It is
This is
like,
actually kind of scary. Could you imagine kind of walking around to then get ganked out here? Like, it is very spooky.
yeah, even things are, come on, he didn't show us the frogs, but he showed
No
us the
frog,
door.
no duck. No frog, no duck.
Ah,
Oh, wait,
okay,
wait, wait,
why
wait,
not?
wait, wait, wait.
Where is he going for it?
Ace,
Yeah,
ace,
okay, yeah,
ace.
W last. That's my boy.
Oh,
He got
and we're
us
having
the
a
front.
dance off in the mid lane here. Looking like a
Yeah,
Pokemon battle here a bit.
that's wait. Actually, I believe that we're gonna get a lizard into his side. It looks
This is
more of
great
a
right now.
lizard. Yeah, thank you, Lars, for the crazy camera movement. And
I love it,
here
dude.
we go, boys. The second game of the best of five for the finale. CB Void is just gonna be playing to the contenders, the team that's actually trying to grind to get his name into the first win for the tournament, for the league. Jolly Rogers are here trying to break up or to break CB Void.
I would have to definitely 100% agree with you. Trying to get their name into the the upper echelons here, and to do it, you gotta get through the champion himself. It is such, I don't know, man. I would love to be in that position if I were to be anyone. I would love to be in Void's position right there. Just a challenge right there. Some Goku main character energy
Mm-hmm.
right there. Honestly, as we start to get into these early game shenanigans here, just trying to get that domination onto that early game. Diablo Fox taking a lot of damage right now. Not too good. The level 2 advantage now going to fall to the side of CBV, who, by the way, was red side on the win. And you already know how well blue side plays.
If you can remember last game, they actually had the good early game. Jolly Rogers, like last game in both side, but this time, like a lot of poke, a lot of damage coming out from
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Keeper and Niakal. Is his name? Nico. What
Nikau?
was that?
Nikau?
Nikau?
Nikau? Nikai?
No,
Nikai. That's what it is. Nikai.
Nikai.
We're getting
It's
old, man. We need glasses now. Gotta zoom in on
uh,
the name for us. No, I'm just kidding.
Nikai and the carry. So yeah, actually, speaking of Nikai, he had a very good game with Varys. Uh,
Yeah.
he had like a pretty rough early game, but
Yeah, you took. Yep.
when the late game hits up, or like the mid game, they finished up in like minute 27, 26. They actually grabbed he grabbed a really good position in team fighting, and the rapid fire and the
Ooh.
aggression he had is really good.
Yeah. And just we're gonna have to hold that pause right there. The double stun right there going to go. Ignite gonna be procced as well. The grenade gonna bounce back to the minions. Hello, Riot. Please work on that spaghetti code there. That was actually a little ridiculous. Should prioritize champions, but hey, whatever. I am not a programmer. If they try to do that, it probably will break the rift. But that trade will definitely fall to the side of CBV's bot lane there. The wave advantage also going to go in their favor as well too. Fair trades going in onto the side of So and Bunk gonna get catch up here. All by Fish going to bunny hop away to safety. Still has the flash available too. Jester is gonna get caught onto that ward there, so they do know that it is a 2v2 type situation. I think it's just going to be a wave push reset here. Type 3 not having the mana to really continue pushing this agenda.
This agenda. I mean, I thought that they're gonna try to cancel Jester's recall, try to get his tempo, but
Mhm.
right away they look for the push, they play on their tempo, and they actually got it. But I'm not sure why would you even try to TP in mid lane right now, Mrs. Oriana. Yeah, Mr. Type 3, you had a really good wave, and you were not gonna be missing anything. On the other end, Sutin actually got a recall right now, so
Yeah, already
hmm,
TP'd as well too. So they kind of, I think it was just a match, not miss that wave. But I think they could have walked it. I think they definitely could have
yeah,
walked it.
they
We're
had
gonna
to
get
walk
a
it.
we're gonna get a
Had
lane
to
swap
stay.
here,
Oh,
and
and
the
I
wave
believe
just not the best here for JRA. That's gonna get pushed in. That's almost a wave and a half there.
yeah, it's really good having more.
Uh-oh. Good
Uh,
roam. Naka gonna come in. Jester gonna force the flash out of Void there. Very scary stuff on that rotation. The wards weren't fully set properly. You gotta remember, I feel a lot of people miss things onto these lane swaps. The wave management and the vision. Very important details there to kinda worry about, kinda stress before that lane swap comes in. Especially when you know it's coming around that 5:30 minute mark. Set it up, man. As we get this
mhm.
slight pause here, Hextech will be the first Drake here. I don't
I believe
think Jester's gonna
the
go
mini
for the full. I think it was just a quick vision there, vision check.
I believe that CB Void messed up when it comes to the wave. GRA bot lane, like he had the Diablo Fox actually farm everything, and instead of him being late into the party, having like I don't know, uh, 10 CS lead for Jhin, he's right
Yeah,
now he's almost the same. So it benefited them. And the GRA had a really good rotation. Speaking of frogs, we have seen just one on the back end on your left. That's
one
another
frog.
frog.
Hey, there's another frog. Hello, baby frog. Oh, he's so cute. Look at the little flower. It's like a cowboy hat. Oh my god. That's great. That's actually great, man.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
Rift Scuttle POV, man. Like, oh
I,
yeah, this is Rift Scuttle POV.
I
Like,
believe that's gonna be our POV if we try to walk into the rift. We're not titans. We're just like normal human
oh,
size.
you think so? So that's like actual human height. So this river is actually like a river. Okay. Okay, and we're
So
just walking. Okay, interesting, interesting. I always felt
like
like the grass was. I always felt like the grass just, just to make it more, I guess, better or more interactive. I always felt like the bushes were very more deeper than what they were. Like that's some
uh,
thick grass, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I feel like it's way too hard. Like, look at the grass. It's
Yeah,
actually almost the same as the mountain. Like, look,
yeah, exactly, exactly. You would not just be able to take 2, 3 steps
so
through that.
that's the forest, not a grass, not a.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, a duck. Wait,
another
there
duck,
is a duck
baby.
and a frog.
Oh, duck and frog. Let's go. This
Look
is the
at their
best.
size.
That's a big duck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big duck.
I,
The
I
duck cookie
believe
does
that's
like.
a dragon duck. Like if you zoomed in, yeah, it looks very big for us.
I love his little flower
Oh,
cowboy hat. Oh my god, bro. Bro is me for real. Like, yeah, that he has like 2 wings. Look at him. He looks actually kind of spooky zoomed in.
hmm.
He
I
doesn't look as
believe
cute.
like yeah, the jungle monsters are like truly monsters. Like imagine if you're looking into some Tyrannosaurus stuff. Oh,
That's
that's
pretty
the
cool.
mask for Kindred. For some spirit stuff, Kindred loves to
Oh, with the
gang.
lotuses too. I didn't know a deer was back there. Oh, that's crazy. I was just
That's
watching.
Santa. Santa's deer.
Nah, he's way cooler than Santa's deer. What is that, dude? Bro's just
Hmm.
watching. He's like, I just want to eat, and these guys just exploding things. Like, what is going on? What is all
Well,
this racket? Like,
it's like watching people play in MMA. You're just
uh,
eating and you're watching
he has
two
box
fighters in
seats,
a
bro.
cage.
Bro got the best seats in the house. That's crazy.
Uh, and like I
So,
believe we're just gonna probably reset the game and get back to you with the actual game because basically right now League of Legends client just crashed and we're just here trying to make it look good. And Mr. Handsome himself, Mr. Healy, how you doing, bro?
you always got to remember, always when spectator breaks, League of Legends is a very small indie company. Okay, very
Hmm,
tiny. Okay, they barely have
small.
any money. Okay, so with that being said, we just should be thankful that it works somewhere. Okay, and just be glad that we have
Yeah, yeah, they're not one of
that.
the leaders in esports, not by any chance. They're not
Mm-mm, not
the
multi-million. No, 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 no way.
Um, just small one trying to run the first project for them,
Right?
maybe.
They have the
They're
S in
just
the name, but they don't have other games. No, they don't have any other games or anything like that. Not at all. Oh, and I think we're good. Are we
we're
back?
back.
Hey,
We
we're
are.
back, baby. We missed
So
a few pivotal moments here. JRA ahead in terms of kills, but the goal deficit not that far away, just about one right now. And hey, check out Void 3-0 right now.
uh, I believe like okay, that's not a bug. He got 3 kills, but he's just only ahead
Yeah.
200 gold. which is it's spooky. Like yeah, I don't know. He lost a lot of plates probably to the monster himself,
Check the
the void
CS.
monster. CS like they have
Yeah,
15 CS different, which is not a lot. Actually, it is like it's one
that's a
kill.
lot, brother.
Yeah,
That's a lot right
it's like
there.
one kill. You know, actually, if you're gonna speak about numbers, 17 CS is almost one kill right now after
Okay, so he's just
the
about
nerf, of
right.
the gold for CS. Like the remember the changes that happened
Hmm.
in CS. It was long time ago, like when we had I don't know, the melees gives you 18 gold,
Uh-oh.
something like that.
You're gonna have to hold that right there. The 3v2 going on right now. Diablo just tearing them apart right now. So far ahead. Items built up right now. Jester trying to give Nikai just a little bit of leverage there and is gonna sacrifice his life there. JRA on a huge kill streak right now. On the run. Shutdown
The
going to be
flash.
found there for the mid. Look at the Avengers assemble line yet again. Tries to curve the bullet. So close yet so far. I gotta give him
Is
my
gonna
love.
get this last
He
shot.
might. Oh,
Bro,
he
no way.
missed.
No way. No
Oh
way.
no,
No
he
way
hit.
after
He hit. It's just not enough. Just wasn't enough.
he
Look at the
dodged the
items.
W. But
No,
like
I think the W
he
hit. I think that W
no
hit.
no
Just
it
look at
didn't.
the
It didn't.
damage.
It didn't.
Oh,
He got
God.
the Q. It was the Q. It was the Q.
Oh, the
Like
grenade. Right, right, right.
if you died after having this lineup for you, you just have to
Yeah,
uninstall
he's
the game.
done.
You
Yeah,
just have to
can't
leave the
play no
game.
more.
I
You're
don't
actually
really
banned.
understand why you're even trying.
Yeah. So
That's
now a
weird.
2K goal deficit on the side
Yes,
of
sir.
CBV. I am assuming Orn had a crazy TP play.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the kills just kind of fell into his favor, which I don't think is the best place for these kills to be right now. I'm glad that it happened for the side of JRA, but I would have liked to seen what would have happened. Hopefully, got some of those kills onto more for Zaya or maybe for the Oriana, who's sitting 0-1 and 4 right now.
At least Zaya's grabbing a blade into herself, which means, okay, like I'm gonna be a little bit nerdy right now. A blade is
Yeah,
almost equal 10 CS.
nice. Okay. Knockup going through. This is looking good for the side of CBV, but Diablo not being focused right now. Shadowkeeper is there.
Is there
Jester
storm?
going, looking for help out the roam. That's going to be a double kill, but the grenade's going to be a shutdown. This is going to be 2 for the side of CBV. 2 for 2. Double shutdown on to the Jin. 2 for 2 equals 4, baby. And yeah, they get it.
5 kills into the hands of Zaya.
Yeah.
Even though, wait, this number is just like it's not correct. No way that Jin have like more gold. I believe it might be bugged. That's
No,
what I believe.
that's the
No way.
way bounty works, baby. Kind of crazy, no, when you start to see it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
I do not like
bounty.
bounty. Yeah, bounty's crazy.
Huh. I don't
Yeah.
know. I still believe it's bugged, but like if that's bounty, then it's bounty. Void just trying to survive. The Grand Entrance is here, but Void actually runs for his life
Yeah,
in
at
the
least
top
he got
side.
away. That's another shutdown right there. That's an extra 326 in the pocket of anyone who secures that right now. And with the CS deficit starting to kind of close out there, coming pretty stable for the top side, Orn can just continue kind of keeping himself alive and afloat. But I don't know if they have full late game locked in. McFloppy is not shut down. He's fine with a 1-0 kill. He can continue farming and still become the threat that CBV
He's
needs.
stacking, bro. He's just
Yeah.
stacking. He's gonna stack epic monsters, no kills, it's fine. He's looking for drakes and he didn't stack what?
I think
Huh?
they were just going for the secure there, unfortunately. It might be a little bit of miscommunication between the boys.
It's still good.
Yeah,
Not for CDV, it's good for
of course.
GRA. Not to have like the
Yeah.
Titan, the 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 unkillable demon. I believe like having a huge void creature in front of you, it's just something that's scary. And I believe if he got
Man.
like a lot of stacks, you know that this Diablo just gonna get one shot at it, at least get half of his HP by just one
Uh-oh.
bite. And right
They're
now,
in a
let's
fight
see
right
what's
now.
happening in bot.
Soten on the run, bunny hopping away. Fish trying to get the kill, but not unfortunately going to find it. Soten trying to get that last mark onto a Jester, kind of baiting here. Romeo on to the other side here, and I'm not sure what is going around right now for the side of CBV, but JRA will find a way. Pick up 2 for free right now. Orn taking that as the trigger to go forward here. McFloppy kind of have to start respecting our God of the Forge here. Good knockup, but not going to be a lot of damage here. As Void tackles away from silence.
They won't go down without a fight. That's the title of this series. GRA are going for 5 games. Hopefully we can see a lot of action. We can see both teams clashing, showing us the real deal between both of them. Void right now is just trying to survive the top side. On the other end, CP Void actually lost a lot of gold, and right now Oriana is super buffed in the gold right now. I believe Void might get some shots here, like the hum num 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 from Mr. McFloppy is gonna eat him alive.
Looking for that execute there. Pushing in, level 11, gonna land over for Diablo Fox right now. This wave coming in. There's no one here for the top side. It looks like Dragon is going to be called there. Fish going to have to retreat back there. The W going to land there. The knockup going to be knocked away. Romeo pushing him back away, forcing Nikai to be out by his own. Curtain call going to go down, though. There goes Soten onto the side as well. Looking for a little something, but not going to go full commit into a blind 3v1 right now. Diablo on the rotation as well, too. They do have that information there. That is going to be a retreat back there. Wukong going to summon the Rift Herald in the mid, so someone will have to respond to that. So that should be CVV's opening to come and get this free dragon. McFloppy here for the team fight as well, too. TP coming down over for the side of Void. Let's see what happens here as we get into the exchange here.
Pull of the push guard.
Will be called there. The knockup not going to be here. Nikai going to get executed right now. Big damage falling onto the side of Jerry. Type 3 going to get onto a killing spree. Wukong going to be able to pick up a shutdown there. Nikai on the run. McFloppy going to be able to eat Romeo. Jester coming back around, trying to pick it up. That's going to be 3 for 3, 4 for 3, and that's going to be the H for the side of JRA. 4, 2, 5.
Sloppy McFloppy is the only one alive after this huge team fight. He had the perfect engage from Void, and also the follow-up from Type 3 Ultimate actually stomped 3 members from CB Void, but right now CB Void are in huge deficit. They lost the dragon, they lost the mid turret, and they're also losing a lot when it comes to gold. 3k gold is not much, but the problem is you have at least 1k in the hands of Zaya and 1.5 in the hands of Mr. Type 3. So that's a lot of gold into your carries. Right now, GRA are looking a lot better in the pistol.
Oh yeah, they definitely went in back onto that drawing board and started to figure out what was needed to get themselves going right now, and they are going right now. 3k gold lead for the side of JRA. On the red side, 8 to 16, everything firing, all pistons firing right now. 1k gold lead in almost all lane except for the top side. Cho'Gath still a threat, but if the team can't keep up, then there's no point of that front wall there, because then there's going to be no damages coming from behind him.
Yeah, for sure. And right now you can see that Jin is just trying to get his Infinity Ages completed, 2 items there. Right now we can see the root in mid lane, and let's see how the fight goes.
Double knockup going to land over for the side of Shadowkeeper there. They're going to have to retreat back. Faker looking for a little something back to the 1v1 onto the bot lane here. McFloppy winning the small trades here. Gotta respect the passive from Void. That does percent damage there. Void going to have to tackle back there. Might be baiting as Romeo and Fish come back around for the McFloppy. Looking for the shutdown here. Poppy blocking all exits out. Pushing him up against the wall. And that's going to get 1 for the 1. But that's going to fall for the side of JRA. Fish on a rampage right now. Otacon will be the call, the next agenda for JRA to complete here.
He had the whole squad coming up for you. Yeah, you had the gang, 3 members, but at least you had the stack, you had the trade 1 for 1. It's totally worth it for CB Void.
Yeah.
You lost the Attican, but at least you're trying to make a cross map play. You're trading with a mid turret, so you're not losing a lot. CB Void, they know what to do. Even though I saw that they can just try to contest the the Attican, but they know they can't just, they prefer to get the gold, look for the side lane pressure, look for the side lane blaze, try to cancel recall for Rihanna, and right now Type 3 got the fires on him. But look, the Avengers are coming, Flush is
Uh-oh.
here, and the whole squad are rotating towards top side.
Type 3 here, Fish coming in to try to help out for
TP
an
ready.
illegal support. TP coming in as well too. Type 3 going to take So in the minion wave, not there for Mick Floppy is going to land the TP, but the horn from Orn going to knock him out. Mick Floppy on the run right now as the team starts to get decimated. He will eat
Nom, nom,
Type
nom, nom,
3
nom.
for free, but it's going to be another 2-for-1 type situation. They're on the run right now. The double tackle coming in. That's going to be 3-for-1 for the side of JRA, and they are in a stoppable streak right now.
You don't have the follow-up damage for CB Void. He can't
Nope.
even enter the team fight. You know that Flush is just gonna turn on them and beat the crap out of Nikai. And as an AD carry, he actually just died right now. Speaking of
Yeah.
him, so you don't have Nikai, you don't have the Jester, you don't have your team in your back pocket. That's a huge problem for CB Void right now.
Yeah, very difficult situation to be in right now after such a strong win as well from the first game. You would think that we'd be coming in with that momentum already on their side, be coming in a lot more stronger. But again, unfortunately, we missed that little bit there to really decide JRA's momentum shift there, which is really unfortunate because we would love to seen it here. But from that point on, they have continued moving forward, and very, very good stuff.
Right now, you're really scary from this Oriana. Having the Shadow Flame, having the empowered damage, and right now you're just having the catch in the top
Uh-oh.
side.
Big catch coming over, and yeah, the decimation, the damage coming from Zaya. That Feather Storm was fantastic. An easy triple kill as Soten on the run right now. And this is looking like the final moments here for game 2 on the side of CBV. Void being able to split push as well too. McFloppy not able to really support the team the way that they did game 1.
Game 1 is a lot different than this game, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's Big Floppy is just the only one who's trying actually to make something here. Not criticizing anyone, but he's actually he super tank. He's trying to get the stacks done from his side, but
Yup.
CB Void are not being able to show up in the game. They're losing sides. They're losing when it comes to push, and GRA are looking a lot better right now in the Rift.
Yeah, and it's difficult to say after seeing such a strong performance, but you got to give it to JRA from coming back from such a difficult game 1 to come back and really kind of strut their stuff here and say, hey, look, we're in finals as well too, and don't call us out just from game 1 there. Almost a near 10k gold lead, which what we say out here, that's about a wrap.
Looking at the team composition, and looking exactly at the mid lane, you know that Ludid's companion is completed. He got the empowered Shadow Flame and the sorcery boots empowered also. 7 stacks in
Yeah.
the ring, so that's a lot. Like I believe like he's not gonna go for the book because basically whenever you get the book you just die. That's
Right.
how League of Legends work. But 7 stacks, you're having a lot of stats when it comes to gold, but right now they're looking into the Baron. Romeo just looking to disengage. GRA
Yeah.
don't want to pull the trigger right now. 5
Yeah.
members are just stopping into a word, guys. A swipper here and there. She can help you a lot to maintain whatever you're trying to do. The vision game is lost for GRA, but right now the catch is just insane. You
Oh,
lost your
man.
support in a matter of seconds.
Blink and you miss it type deal. That's going to be the green light over to the side of Baron. 10 to 25 right now. 6k gold lead. JRA showing their stuff and trying to close out this game too with a bit of dominance.
You got the Baron, you got the advantage. You are gonna probably look for a 2 lanes push. You got the TP out of Orn. Right now, Romeo is just like, no, like, don't get overextended. I know that he got the Baron, but you just have to play it a little bit slow. They're actually looking for the 3 lanes, but Orn After wasting the TP, he's gonna just walk
Yep.
back into bot side, and I believe the tempo for the team is a little bit ruined.
Yo,
Like you
yo.
have the Urn, you just got back from base, and the whole squad is just like trying to get back. Zinzao is just forming. Oh man, like he's not even on the same. None of them is on the same page.
I think they're getting
That
comfortable right now. There's really, really not much that can really shift the favor into the side of CBV. They're going to need somewhat of a miracle right now to try to get back into this game. And just everything, the way everything is firing right now, the momentum from the top side all the way down to the bot for JRA. And yeah, there goes the knockup right there. Cannot escape from the wall. Romeo finding the lock. The clone going to get procced there. The Oranhorn coming in. The tower's going to fall. Soten on the run as well, too. Fish on the back line there. McFloppy, not as giant as the Kaiju as we saw last season semifinals there, and it's going to look like the final moments here as the third tower going to fall onto the side of bot lane. Voidlings helping take out this inhibitor
did
as
a
well
good
too. Diablo Fox being the one to take it out there. Void putting up the damages, trying to find something to charm the knockup. Good, it's not enough. Diablo Fox is going to be godlike right now. Type 3 on the TP, looking for the R. Blink and you miss it. She makes a magic trick and she makes 2 disappear. Now McFloppy on his own, looking for maybe a flash execute, but it's still going to be a 3-to-1 type situation. Jester is here. Possibly, maybe they might be able to do something, but I think it is just a fact of too little, too late, as that's going to be another JRA ace as they take game 2. The series is now tied 1-1.
It's 1-1 when it comes to the score, and the final push was just insane from GRA
Oh
from
yeah,
bot side. He had everything lined up. He had Wukong out of the picture, and he just tried to end the game from bot side. I thought that he was just gonna try to look for mid, look to open 2 lanes, do something, but the fact is, he can just run down through bot side and finish the game and finish the team fight.
you
Overall, 1-1 in the score. We're still looking for actually who's gonna break the tie, who's gonna get the advantage in his side. But right now, we're just gonna hop on a small break and get back to you with game number 3 and with a lot of action we can see in the finals.
don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
You've been there from the start, inside the corner. When it gets cold and dark, you make it warmer. 'Cause you are on my mind, all of my days and every single night, single night. There ain't no way to get you off my mind, off my mind. Without you, I just can't breathe. You'll never get away from me.
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night, chasing forever. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go. your stare won't ever let me go. I'm here only 'cause I'm aware with you is better than all alone. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars, but we'll fade away. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down. So before we come down, down, down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Show me where all your secrets lie and where your wild things go. Time ain't ever been on our side, so between now and till we go home. Oh, 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 say what you're dying to say. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, tonight we're stars, but we'll fade away. Oh, go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Stars will always come down. So before we come down, down, down. Stars will always come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. Go on and light me up. Oh, go on and light me up while we're golden. Come on and light me up. Oh, come on and light me up before we come down. What does it mean to be happy? 'Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on a show. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. Oh, you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. tomorrow. For you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside.
Oh, broken dreamer, is your mind? Oh, all the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. Through the darkness, into the night. Oh, broken dreamer, is your mind? Oh, all the scars, let's leave them behind. We light the world up now, let us fire in your eyes. Through the darkness, into the night. Put your fucking hands up.
The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. We carry on, oh, we carry on, we carry It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always quiet before the storm. We are not afraid. We journey on the road to tomorrow that hope has paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the wait, but we've had, very, very small difficulties here with our small indie game that no one really, really knows about. Very still small, minute game. You might have heard of it, called League of Legends. So again, it happens. But we're back. Game 3 on the way. We are at a 1-1 situation right now in our Plat finals. And to be honest, I am a little surprised we're here after Void's performance game of 1, but Jolly Rogers showing up saying, hey, look, we aren't done yet. We are nowhere near done. As they came out and stepped up. I am your boy Huey Yoshikage. If you guys are just tuning in, with my boy Sekio on the mic, and my boy, please fill these beautiful people at home how that game 2 went.
Actually, game 2 was just not like game 1 by any chance. It was not like a roller coaster. It was just like, I won't say one-sided to Jolly Rogers, but it was the most definitely a good show from Jolly Roger. They showed us what they're made of, and to be honest, I'm super hyped for the draft right now. I can see the Pantheon Addy. I would have loved to see Pantheon Talia, but you can see Jolly Rogers actually get the Talia, so Talia and that Trundle, there will be really good composition. You have the Pillar and you have the Knockup, and guys, please just stop picking Wukong. Wukong is not
Wait,
an
wait,
S tier right now.
I thought we were in Fearless, no?
We are in Fearless, but why would you
Oh,
even
okay,
go for
okay.
Wukong? In
Oh,
game 3.
for game, yeah.
Caitlyn is not bad.
Wukong,
Like,
Wukong's not
he-
bad. It's just like, all right. I'm gonna be real. Can I be real?
yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
We're in Plat.
Okay.
Wukong is
Okay,
not extremely difficult to pilot, but on a even to a non-snowballing position, Wukong
No, I mean
is difficult
Kog'Maw,
to
not
pilot.
Wukong.
You know what
Kog'Maw,
I'm
Kog'Maw,
saying?
Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
Kog'Maw.
Oh,
Not
Kog'Maw's
Wukong.
fine. Kog'Maw's fine. Kog'Maw's strong right now, bro. that easy blue kind of slight lethality build, Mana Moon type beat. That's where it's at right now. It's a weird spot for ADC, if I'm being honest.
I
Kagmo's
have seen
good.
them play
And then
him as
you have my Milo. We know what happens to Milo, and you know what happens if Kagmo gets away. If Kagmo doesn't die, it's over. We saw what happens
hmm,
with the Milo machine gun breakdown last time.
I,
We saw
I
Milo.
like the fact that we're having Milio plus Kog'Maw. The last time we had Kog'Maw playing with Nautilus, which is not the ideal
That's
way
not
to
it,
play
Chief.
Kog'Maw with. That's
That's
really bad. You're
it.
not having anyone to help Kog'Maw, so
Right.
it's not ideal. But this one, like in this case, you're building him over a really good composition. You're having the Kennen ultimate, the catches from type 3 and flush. So it's doable, and
I'd say yeah.
hopefully they can bring it home with them.
I think they
Uh,
can.
did we
I
have Nautilus
definitely
this
for sure.
series? Did we see
I
Nautilus?
definitely think so. Nautilus was not even picked and nor banned there, so Nautilus is still open for a
Just
few games
saying,
here. Looking at
if
everything
you
right now, where do you feel we're going right now? And I also want to mention McFloppy taking the Gwen. That is a little crazy, no?
it's good. Just saying, if you move not Sona, it's the one she sings. I lost her name.
Seraphim?
Yeah, Seraphine. Yeah. If you removed the Seraphine and you added Nautilus, it looks more of a kill lane to me. What do you think?
I like Seraphine actually. I don't like her lore. I don't like her character wise, but I love her kit, dog. Oh my gosh, it is. I love her kit, dude. It's so good. That downbeat is fantastic. Kog'Maw is very immovable. If he tries to trade a slow ball, downbeat might hit even if she gets soccer kicked by Romeo. The poke is very nice as well early. Encore is fantastic later
No,
into the
wait, like
game when
my
Gwen
brain
and
stopped.
Trundle come
You
in.
you can't play Nautilus into melee. Like the bull just like stop him. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
My bad here. My bad.
yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I think honestly, in terms of who to go against in this one, I think Seraphim is a great pick into the Milo Cogmo. Honest, it all gonna depend on how well Shadowkeep can play them. But we already know how well Shadowkeep is in the bot lane. Nikao with a stronger ADC pick, not having really just had to count to four, can just right click whenever they want. Doesn't have to really look for as much setup. Should have a easier time if they get this early game on that bot lane. Different game. And now this is kind of weird to say. I might even say for Void side, for Void's bet
Mm-hmm.
right now, it is going to make sure, hey, take care of bot lane. You're gonna have to trust everything now on the side of McFloppy, and hopefully McFloppy can get a better game and not let Void get such a crazy roam that allowed him to get 3-0.
Hmm. I mean, in top side, you're having the cannon. He's ranged. He can just like farm from far side. It's a bit difficult to play versus Gwen. I know the circles and stuff. And also, speaking of circles, even though if Gwen is in your ultimate, but she's in her circle, she's not even targetable for
Mm.
you. So that's huge for Gwen. But on your side, you just need to get closer, and when you get closer to Gwen, you know that the scissors are gonna cut you off. So you gotta keep like you gotta be careful from the scissors. On the other side, as you mentioned in bot lane, having Tristana Seraphine, it's more of a sustain lane. It's not a block lane, but basically you're gonna try to poke. You're gonna have your pressure in bot, but like after we have seen what's happening, after what we have seen Melio and Mr. Kog'Maw is capable of doing, I'm still going for. I don't know. I'm still in between from CB Void and GRA. What's your call?
Oh man, I think for once, I think I am on the fence. I really don't know where we're going to go. if I had to put it onto something, I don't like flipping sides. I do not. I
Mhm.
am not a big fan of it. I don't want to take away from JRA's amazing second game, but I felt that CBV were going to come out on top. I still believe CBV came out on top. If anything, this just shows JRA's worth as to why they are the adversaries and why they made it in the finals. That game too showed their passion and their drive. And if anything, gave a light to me to show that they are definitely not just the challengers here, but definitely in the driving seat, in the potential of being able to become champions of this plat finals.
To be honest, I will go with GRA. You go with CB Void and I go with GRA, and
Okay.
whoever
We'll
wins
go over
it,
there. We'll go over there. We'll go over there.
yeah,
We'll go
I'll
over
go
there.
there. You go with CB Void and I go with GRA. Third game of this series, we just like if you're tuning in, I believe we were turning the best of five to a best of three, but like losing some champions. Right now,
Yeah.
it's a bit different. And GRA are actually, let's speak a little bit of their composition. Having Pantheon Ari in your side is really good when it comes to picking. You can just like look for level 3 gang, or after the first wave of jungling, you can just force that area out of her comfort zone. On the other end, I know the pillar will help you somehow in defense, but 2v2 is for GRA for sure, 100%.
Okay. Well, I like the Talia into Ari. I feel it is a skill matchup. She does kind of suppress the mobility that Ari provides, still giving a lot of damage as well too. Pantheon, I feel, just has the easier gank potential. All you got to do is
True.
press W, click E, land Q, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to take away from Fish. This is why you do these things, so you can then focus more on other things that are going on the map right now, if that makes sense to everybody. And as we do get into this gank right now, Type 3 in trouble. Gonna take away the knockup, teleport as well, too. The pillar kind of forcing him to flash there, getting a little greedy there. That's gonna kind of fall into JRA's favor as sums were not used over on the side of Ori, as Sloppy McFloppy gonna get that sideways scissor swipe. Not gonna do too much there. As you mentioned, the bully potential from Void in that top lane going to be a bit of a difference there, and you're going to see it. Level 3 going to land. They're going to try and look for an opening. Level 3 going to match as well. Diablo going to take a bit there as we saw the spitball trade with the downbeat. It's just a pretty easy trade for the side of Shadowkeep. A Diablo Fox is going to have to pick up on to that
You know what
soon.
actually could be really smurfic from GRA, that we can see like looking for double scuttler. If you get the first one, flush can just get the both side scuttler, then look forward
Uh-oh.
to contest the other one. But right now he's just looking for the bot side. I don't believe that's a really good call. You're not gonna dive with Milieu Kog'Maw that early on in the game.
No, they're not. It's just a push. If they got a little greedy there, it would have been a good call for a rotation. They just respected the wave, didn't get overzealous there. So really nice work there from the side of ZBV. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the craziest call, to say the least. There are not any camps right now. His golems are spawning very soon, so I think that was fine tempo, fine momentum. There really wasn't anything else per se there for Fish opening. Diablo Fox just trying to keep the pressure on right now, knowing they have to kind of get out of this early game situation. If they can find something in the early game and to just kind of set themselves up, that would be perfect. But you don't want to get a little too greedy here, per se, trying to get
Mhm.
past this early game aggression and then just kind of give up the entire game. Because if early game falls to the side of CBV early for their bot lane, it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous here. Lockdown going to land onto Milo there, going to just shield up and heat up.
I
And
like the
he's
fact
going to
that
be.
both AD carries are just like, it's fine, we're just CSing. I don't believe we're gonna see any kills sooner in bot lane because basically you have the heals from Millia, you have the heals from The
Right.
support, I don't know why I'm missing Seraphine's name a lot.
It's
You have the
okay.
healing from Seraphine, you have the heals from Melia, so not a lot is gonna be happening unless you see something from Flush
Uh-oh.
or contesting and Drake. Speaking of Drake, you can see them now looking with Flush.
Stun locking in right now. Jester taking a lot of damage there. Fish gonna get proc there, getting the damage from the dragon and Jester. Not gonna be good. Gonna have to flash back over to the wall there. Diablo Fox trying to close out something. Jester going to get caught with the fire flash there. And there goes Ari Car2 looking for a third one, but not going to get it. But that's gonna be two and a dragon for the opening here. Soten dodging the charm there on the run. Excuse me, that wasn't a charm. That was the orb. That skin is very spooky on that. But
Type
that
3
being
movement.
said, that's +3-0 on the side of JRA.
2 kills and yeah, Dragon. That's GRA's uh, what they got from the last team fight, and I believe if they actually had a better synergy on like who's pick he should focus in team fighting, I believe they would have got like more than 2 kills. Having 2 kills is really fine. Having the first dragon is really good. Also, 2 kills in the hands of your mid laner is something else. 300 gold. I believe there is some. Okay, there is a gold difference, like almost 100, 10 CS, so it's fine.
Yeah,
The skin, the
it's,
Talia skin, and the layout, they're just like showing you the numbers. I don't know, a bit spooky.
I think for the most part, that was a great move there for JRA. Lost
Mhm.
nothing, gained everything. It landed onto Ari this time. It didn't fall onto the top laner. It didn't fall into Milo's pocket. ADC roamed as well too. Learning from game one and game two how well and how well of a machine CBV does rotate for that early Drake. That was a really good call there. Didn't really have the vision, but just the game knowledge from playing earlier and from before. They're like, hey, they go for the early Drake. Let's go check it out. Moved like the unit and found the positioning when needed and was in danger. Type 3 with the rotate, getting the positioning and the kills was just icing on the cake there. Textbook work there. As we do start to see the last seconds tick here for the side of Voidlings. Bot lane, Nikau is going to drop a little bomb there, but not gonna get much here. CBV now on the hunt here for the Voidlings. We're gonna see the rotate happen yet again, as we do see a 3v3 situation, tight beat happening right now, as they gotta have to respect it right now. But the ults are online right now. Let's see if that makes a bit of a difference here as they rotate down into the river. Vision going to be dropped for the side of JRA. Void looking for a little bit of love on the cannon. Gotta say, can't sleep on the cannon there. The needles are going
There you
through. The
go.
ice field will be dropped. The Talia wall going to find a little bit. Void in trouble. 10% and a dream going to get his way out of there and have to retreat back. Fish coming back down, trying to get a somewhat of a smite. Type 3 also there in the curtains from middle lane. Kog'Maw rotating in as well, but I don't know if this is it, boys. I think they get this practically for free, but I do see the vision. I like it. Type 3 with the long roam around there. No
What was
vision
the
gonna come
shield?
around. Shadowkeeper gonna find one. The reset gonna land onto Destrana. They're going to get one. Jester going to find one. Milo going to find one as well. 2-2 right now. The defeat will be claimed as Ari gets a double kill. Type 3 the MVP right now. That's going to be 4. And JRA looking fantastic. The momentum not shifting from game 2. Pushing forward into this game 3 with a near 2k gold deficit, gold lead.
A weird team fight from both teams. He had a chance. Flush actually didn't use his shield. He could have used the empowered shield to get more momentum, get more time for you and your team. Void tried to flash out using the ultimate. I believe like if you're playing Kennen, you should just look for the perfect flank. You don't show up early on. You don't put yourself out into the
Yeah.
team fight, but that's what happened. He got the kill, he got double assist, and he just got away. He didn't die, so good for him and good for GRA. 6 kills into 2, and having the Malignants completed minute 10. That's huge for Ari. He can use her, he can get the extra damage from the Malignance proc from using the ultimate. Also, the damage output from Mr. Type 3 is just what you're looking for. You need to
There's
just like
no
play
way.
play normal Ari. You just win
There's
the game.
no way. I just heard Sekio say
What?
Malignant's already is good right now. That's crazy.
No, Malignance Ari is good. It's not Malignance Oriana, so it's fine. As
Okay,
long as it's
okay,
not
okay.
Malignance
As
Oriana,
long as
it's
they ain't
okay.
Oriana, that's okay. All right, that's fair. That's fine. I think it works a little bit too. I thought it was just an all malignants, like never use ever, ever. As we do get a small trade here onto the side, onto the top lane. A little bit of a back and forth, but not much to write home. I don't think the dive is here, as we do see in the curtains just on the back picking up Gromps. Second Drake will be spawned. It will be Chemtech. I'm not too sure what Jester is looking for in Gromps on the top side here. It is going to be a mid lane swap here. Not too sure onto why. The rotation onto JRA is there. Floppy trying to find it. The dive coming in on the Jester. He's going to take 2. He's going to take 3. He's going to take 4. He's gone.
Is that
And again, I'm just not too sure as to why that was anywhere somewhat of a call on the playbook there for CBV.
I'm just shocked. I am just shocked. I'm out fours right now. You're trying to dive void the guy who actually got the ultimate, who got everything in his kit to just like stun you out and get the kill under the turret, which is actually what you did. Type 3.
Nice.
In every trade, you need the ultimate. Spirit Rush out. Careful, Weaver's Wall still on cooldown. So Type 3, after getting this huge trade, is just gonna leave out and head to the base.
Yeah, not too sure what the call was there. A little bit of unfortunate there. I gotta say, man, Void have played a beautiful Kennen, and this is what secured their position that last game of semifinals for their side. Their position into finals right now. So right now, very comfortable. 2-7 right now. Almost a 2K gold lead. Jester back for more.
he just lived. Okay, he knew like it's ruined up for him, so he's just like, okay guys, I'm not gonna do this
Yeah.
again.
I was about to say, it's about to be the SpongeBob meme. How many times you have to teach you this lesson, old man? Like, please, like, don't do that no more, man. That is not a call. I wouldn't even look at Void right now, which is really difficult to say. Hextech Alternator already in the pocket, and he's just getting more. The Phoenix Codex locked in as well, too. 2-0-2, scratch that. That's the Rockets. Oh, no. That's a 13-minute Rocket.
A lot of resources in your carries, so you gotta be careful of what you wished for. And I believe that Kog'Maw is actually in a really good state right now, even though he doesn't have the first item. But the Yuntal blade completed because basically you can see that Nikai actually got his boost from the runes. So right now, a huge advantage for GRA. They have to just like snowball it, play around it. A bit weird transition. I thought that you're just like trying to catch a wave in mid lane and they're just gonna swing back into bot, get some plates. But right now it's the perfect play for CB Void. Having a short lane for your AD carry and support will help you not lose a lot of plates and not lose a lot of momentum, because whenever the lane is long, you know that they can use it to survive and to look for extra trades. And Nikai is just happy right now. Not Malignant, sorry. Redemption might be completed soon for Shadowkeeper.
That'd be really good pickup for them. I am again just kind of surprised where we are, man. CBV coming out the gate looking so well, but seems like JRA really took down to the books and the nitty gritty and figured out what they needed to do to kind of start setting pace right out of the gate there. And like you mentioned plenty of times in other broadcasts here, that early game matters so much, and you can see that it just kind of extends more into this mid game right now. And on the Cogmaw, on Diablo Fox, the longer the game is, the better Cogmaw gets. Blade of the Rune King locked in. He got out of the hard part. That early game, that 1-3, that 1-5 even, is difficult. We're already at level 7. Item 1 already built in. And you only died once, but you got 5 assists. That's not bad.
A lot of resources and coming towards Void 3v2 situation currently, and Sloppy
Nice.
McFloppy looking for the ultimate
There
and
you
looking
go,
for the
nice
fight.
flash. This might be what they need to
Beautiful
do
Void.
for Void coming in with the big thunderstorm, but I don't know if the damages are there as it's a full-man team. CBV being able to pick up 2 and the shutdown, but Type 3 on the unstoppable rampage right now. Continue trying to push forward there. Jester trying to find an opening there. Nikai sidestepping back and forth. Type 3 gonna try to hit the bob and weave. Do they get it? But I don't think it's going to be enough. But hey, JRA finds a way. That's going to be another 4-3 type situation, and the extension of JRA's lead is just continuing to push forward here.
Actually, the extending of lead is closing right now, since CB Void actually got huge shutdown on Type 3, and the huge shutdown went to Trundle. I think like if it got to McFloppy and top side, it would have been a lot better towards your side, right? Even if it went to Nikai on both side. But I mean, a shutdown is a shutdown. The gold is shredding, and 1.2k gold advantage right now in the hands of Trundle, which means actually it means nothing.
Yeah.
Even though it's like Trundle, Trundle just falls off. He can use him to get closer whenever he's gonna try to get closer. Type 3 got the Shorm, he got the running ball from Romeo, he got everything to stop him. So it's not huge,
Uh-oh.
but right now Flush. Oh boy, he got a flash from Flush.
Good check, good bush check there, but Romeo gonna get caught out there. Jester just pushing forward now, gonna keep munching there. Nikai on the back line, just letting it rip. Diablo Fox finally here. Void hitting down the Thunderbolt, and this is what JRA was looking for right now. That's gonna be 3 for 1 right now. The heroic support coming in. Oh, but not gonna get it. Void just gonna chase down Nikau. Going to finish that up. That's gonna be a dub right there. That's gonna be the clean 3 for 1 right now. Soten on the run. Third Drake Soul point for the side of JRA right now. The gold lead doesn't really show it, but the tails of the tape later will definitely show JRA is in full control of this game.
It does huge advantage from the soul point. He got the 5% heal vision and mana vision through timeout. Each stack you're gonna get it after 5 seconds, and whenever rocket blade, or like not rocket blade, Dextic rocket blade won't go through the walls. Unlucky for Kenan. Void is just learning new stuff right now in the game. But let's just say GRA actually are in the driver's seat. You got everything in their back pocket. They have to just like run through, look for not look for some drifts, not risk it, just play by book. Try to push 2 lanes, try to have pressure. I really like the vision game that they're having in bot side and even in
Right.
top side. Can give you a lot of information, and I would like to add something like this vision. On the mini map, it looks good, but in reality, it needs some adjustment
some work.
to
It
have
needs
a
some work.
vision.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It
You can
does.
check over onto the river there. They do have the 3 entrances open, but you can get that pretty much with 1 to 2 wards there. You're gonna push the ward down into river a little more, and Soten would have maybe have seen Type 3 right there.
He would like have seen heaven maybe.
Yeah.
The green screen.
Almost
nothing
did.
else.
Almost did.
If the charm landed, he's out of the equation.
Oh yeah, and that's where vision is so important there. It was good for what it was, but right now it's starting to fade out, and now you're gonna have to kind of risk it for the biscuits, but you need that vision to continue pushing forward onto these agendas here. Romeo doing the job of a god here, trying to clear out this control ward here. Should be able to get it on the next rotation around. As we do get a slight pause into the action here. And yeah, like I said, now we're at level 11. Those artillery barrages from Kog'Maw hurt like a mug. They just tear you apart, man. The gifty Blade of the Ruin King and the extra attack speed buff that he gets from his own kit, add in Milo's as well too, that's gonna be ridiculous. Add in the Rage Blade as well too, that's gonna just be a non-stop shredding
I was
turret.
just about to speak about it. He needs the Rage Blade. Whenever he gets the Rage Blade,
It's
he got
coming.
the setup. He got everything. and you're gonna have like the ratatata team
Yeah.
fight, like
Yep.
non-stop
And it's
action,
just
non-stop
gross.
damage.
So
Like having
gross.
little tempo, Ghost, Milio, Exhaust, the Flash, everything to give you the perfect angle to play any team fight, infinite attack speed, and the damage you're gonna get after stacking is gonna be really huge.
Hmm.
Speaking of huge damage, you have the Rising Focus completed in the hands of
Oh
Type 3,
man.
so it's gonna mean a
The
lot of damage, a lot of
damage,
stuff.
dude.
And Sloppy survives. You can see him actually getting dove. The fight continues, and Flush is just fighting right now.
Void putting down the Thunderbolt, gonna dive under the tower to go and pick up McFloppy. I think sometimes it's just about sending a message here. Type 3 gonna push the wave in. Void still on the run, trying to get away. The support or the team is not there to apply support, but Milo does come help get him out. 5-1 and 3. The Rift Herald drifting
Good to
into
train.
tier 1. But the icicle going to stop it there. The champion crown. It is going to take a lot of damage there. The cooldowns for the tackle is going to be down. They would have gotten a lot more, but the encore off the Herald, baby! Is it going to be enough there? Fish on the run. Romeo going to be able to keep his teammate alive. Otacon will be started as McFluffy comes in from around the corner looking for a gank, but not going to be
For that
getting
three.
as Void is back. The damage is going to be locked in. The exhaust going to be propped onto him, but it's not going to be enough. Jester hopping over the wall, looking for Void's life right now. Tier 3 is going to be shut down. Nikai going to be able to get away right now. Otacon is not the call, guys, here. Diablo Fox going to be able to flash forward and get a kill to start putting him onto the board, but he's already looking good at 2-1 and 10.
Huge advantage, huge gameplay from CB Void, to be honest, getting the shutdown into Ari for the second time. Even though like Ari had a lot of ways to step out to get her way out of the team fight,
Yeah.
but you get the shutdown, and also you had the stop for the Rift Herald, which was a lot huge from Gesture using the pillar to stop the Mr. Pantheon's choo-choo train. And now, even though Type 3 is way too ahead, you're starting to see CB Void are trying to equal things up, getting the difference in gold a little bit more into their pocket right now. Infinity Edge completed in Nikai, so you know the damage is starting to show up, and I believe that's the first time I have seen Shadow Keeper's ultimate in any team fight. So right now you need to use it for once again. Romeo survives, and the fight starts.
Yeah, and it just rips apart. Thunder! Feel that thunder! Void just opening up all types of damage there. Type 3 picking up Sotin yet again, but Jester gonna get the shutdown, but you're starting to see the fall off there as he just falls victim yet again to the Jolly Rogers here. Type 3 trying to get a little fancy there on Nikai. Gonna get punished with the small trade, but Nikai cannot full push into it as that is going to be Soul Point locked in for the boys in red right now.
It's Soul Point. You got the team fight, you got flushes engaged, and you got everything in your back pocket. Your soul is just here for Team GRA. And right now, you know that the infinite sustain will be for their side. Okay, you have the healing every 5 seconds. You have the soul for extra life steal, or like, what's it called? Like, whenever you life steal while using your skills.
I'm sorry?
Vampiric, uh, like when you get your HP and mana back when you use your skills, or like mainly HP. It's vampiric.
It's lifesteal.
No, okay, it got a fancy name, but let's just keep it at lifesteal.
Oh yeah, it's lifesteal, dog. Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
everything all aces right now for the side of JRA. You can't be asking for much more right now. Being to come back from a deficit game 1 to show off a game 2 very dominantly to then do it again. JRA definitely in a position to become Mercs Academy's plat champions here. As we check that full game gold graph right now, it has not been looking good for the boys in blue.
They're looking for game 5. Trust me, I believe that CB Void can come back from
For
the
sure.
third game. I like CB Void, they're the champions. You gotta believe in them. Sotin get caught, he got the damage, and Sotin maybe will get burned down to the base using the movement speed. And right now you can see the whole squad are moving towards bot side and pressuring the tier 2 and bot lane. Type 3, very low HP right now. I mean,
Very
no.
scary situation to be in right now. They're gonna try and take as much as they can take right now. Beautiful encore from the side of, excuse me, from Seraphine there. Void gonna get shut down there. That's exactly the opening CBV needs. They might try to continue pushing onto that tower, but I think they're gonna get
Again!
the reset, and they might just go for a Baron play here as soon as it looks like it's JRA's game, and we're looking towards game number 4. CBV rips open that window of opportunity right now and keeps themselves afloat for how long, we're not too sure, as we do get the recall call here. Reset and
It,
spend that
it,
money,
it would
boys.
have been better to go for the Baron Nashor, a better call. But right now, you have a lot of stuff putting into the hands of your jungler gesture, because basically he got a lot of gold, he got a lot of shutdowns. So you need him to step up. You need actually to just support him. You have the Ardent Sensor, you have the Redemption, and you have everything lined up for him to survive more and more and more in team fights. Right now, it's not the perfect goal to start a Baron, but you have to just play around it. Wait for the Elder Dragon to spawn in 2 minutes, then you shift your vision game into top side, into bot side. Sorry.
Yeah, that's probably the best call there. I think Elder Drake is definitely their way back into this game. For sure, unless they find something right here. McFloppy just jumping up a little too far ahead and not usually so far behind, taking a lot more damage that they can. The TP will be used there from the side of Void.
Uh oh,
TP going to be
actually,
used on the side back. They're
huh?
going to have to respect that. They have to. They
No, they
cannot
should!
let
With
Gwen.
this Baron! They should just go into Baron, you have no Gwen! What are you doing, guys? You don't have to match, you have to just start Baron, what are you doing?
I think they're just pushing the wave a bit.
It doesn't
Oh
matter!
no! They're breaking apart. They're going bot lane.
Doesn't
Oh
matter, you have to
man.
just open Baron. Open Fire and Baron, and just like, okay, you're gonna have to match right now. You're gonna have to walk from bot to top. Like, if you lost
Yeah.
the wave in mid lane, no way you're gonna lose the Baron fight, because basically Fish got the better hand when it comes to the smite. Pantheon never loses a 50-50 in a smite battle. You have to just keep remember that. The Q smite is just insane. Q critical, you can
Right,
get like
right,
500
right.
HP, even more with the smite
Some
boost.
Sky proc too. Yep.
You can
100%.
just
That was a little weird that the trigger wasn't being pulled. I think it's more of a safe being sorry, respecting where and what CBV can do. Although they have the lead, CBV is ahead right now in terms of gold.
you still have 2.5k gold advantage in type 3 GRA.
Right.
Is one of those guys that you have to keep an eye on him. He got the death cap, which means he's gonna hurt a lot. Whoever gets the charm, he's out of the equation, out of the game, out of the left, out of anything, Sotin, if you just get charmed, Nikai, Shadowkeeper, you have good 3 picks. You gotta play around them, not to match Sloppy McFloppy in bot side. That's not the call for you, my guy.
Yeah, no. No. The damage is type 3. Kog'Maw doing a great game, as well as Void, but type 3 is a big term of damage here. As Fish finds an opening here, good stun, but the redemption going to be used right now. TP going to be procced. Sotin is here for a TP from type 3, gonna make it. Nikai gonna rocket jump away. Void looking for the Thunderbolt. The Encore, the 3-man Encore going to make it. The Golden Hourglass going to be procced under this tier 3 tower, and the dive is coming through, but I don't know if it's enough. The tower ramping up. That's going to be one for the side of Sotin right now.
You wasted a lot of really good resources.
Oh, yeah.
You wasted your whole engage right now. Pantheon, let's make the boys.
Very scary stuff. Fish in danger. Nikai gonna get healed. That's gonna be another one in Soten's belt right now. 2-0 as Gwen pushes forward through. No way. CBV brings us back right now as the first inhib of game number 3 going to fall for the side of JRA. Sloppy,
the Elder.
McFloppy, somehow, some way, finding a way. As we
Wasting a lot
rotate
of
over to
ultimate.
the Elder. There's no way we're here right now. We fell into a parallel universe right now. There is no way we are here right now. 5K gold lead on the side of CBV. Blink and you miss it type beat. Somehow JRA is letting this game fall to pieces right now.
As you have said, blink and you miss it. You miss everything, and now the Baron Nashor goes to CBV. CB Void are just ahead right now. Elder, Baron, they have two major buffs in their back pocket. So right now, it's time to go for the final push. Even though
There's
he
no
had a
way.
perfect early game, good mid game, but when it comes to late game, CB Void are your champions.
There's absolutely no way we are here right now. It was in the bag, but you mentioned it. There was a little bit of discourse in the team
A
communication
little
on the side of
bit.
JRA. Check it out, man. And the Avengers walking it down the mid lane right now as we walk down with them, checking out the defenders themselves right now. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is our game 3 winner will be decided as the Barons start to push in. McFloppy forcing that bot wave in right now. Tier 2 or Tier 3 for the mid lane going down to pieces.
After
CBV
having
knocking on
control.
JRA's door right now. Shadowkeeper being the GOAT, finding these crazy encore charms. And oh, here we go right now.
He's out.
Jester huge right now. Void looking for the big Thunderbolt. That's going to be the 4-man. I don't know
Like
if it's
the
enough though. The shutdown's going to find Tristana, but the execute from the Dragon is going to make it easier for them. Threading the needle right now. So McFloppy putting in the work. The tower going to fall. The Nexus is open. It is at 90. It's at 50, 30, 20, 10. And somehow, some way, CVV finds a way.
CB Void gets the comeback, gets the team fight, and gets the victory. Having a perfect push from bottom mid, having everything lined up to GRA to win the game. But CB Void gets the better hand after just playing around, waiting in the bushes, waiting for the perfect angle to get back into the game, to get back into the series, and now the crown will fit them. They got the second win of the series. They were still waiting for the third to get into the back-to-back champions, CB Void.
My gosh, it just fell. It was like a deck of cards. It was like a deck of cards. It was like a deck of cards.
Maybe
That was
Iceberg?
actually that was actually insane. It was just a huge castle, but it was just made of cards there. It just fell apart so quickly. This series, don't forget, was at a 21-7 deficit before. Okay? This wasn't like a very extremely close game. This was JRA's game. I was like, oh man, we got to get to game 4 here and figure something out for the side of CB Void. But like you said, Jolly Rogers with the advantage kind of calmed down. We had a
That's something.
very big pause in that mid to late game transition, and nothing happened there. They just were picking up camps, just kind of farming. They're like, we did it, boys. Good job. But it's like it wasn't done yet. The Nexus was still up.
As long as the Nexus is here, you know that the game is not over.
Right.
You have said like you can't get back. It was true. Like it was super hard to get back. But that reminded me of an ancient warrior. You know that the guy from Hercules that he's just like he's super good. He doesn't lose at anything. But whenever you touch his ankle, he gets back to the ground as glass. Like he breaks like a glass. That's what
That's
happened
it. It's
to.
Achilles' ankle right there.
Yeah, exactly. He got him from his
Yep.
ankle, and CB Void gets the second W. And I believe, man, like Huey, I'm interested to watch 5 games. It's
Oh my
only five
gosh,
games for
man.
me.
Oh my
Just 5. Just
gosh.
give me 5 games.
We have a minimum or a maximum of 2 games right now. Jolly Rogers, I feel, have Void's number. Somehow, though, Void adapted and grew within that little bit of time and just executed the perfect comeback, which I have to say is very difficult in these terms of meta right now. It's a very difficult situation coming back into the game sometimes.
It's difficult, and actually, like I really want to speak a lot about a lot of stuff that happened in this game. I like the fact that you had the Trundle being proactive early on in the game. You tried to pressure Type 3, but the fact that Type 3 have a really good combo, him and Pantheon, they rolled over the top side team fight. One, two, I believe it was 3 or 4 times, and getting the Malignance minute 10 into
Oh
the hands
yeah,
of Ari, that's a lot. I
yeah,
really want to just skip a lot that happened in the early game, and I really want to focus on some weird stuff that actually happened, not from CB Void, from Jolly Rogers. When Gwen actually TP'd to put side, you had to just contest the
yeah,
turn.
yes, yes. I
You don't
actually
have
forgot
to
about that.
commit
You're so right. You're so right. At least just send one if you're that
textbook.
concerned. But it's a Gwen. Like it's not that serious. Bro was 0-4-7. I think honestly, I think that was the aura of McFloppy. They just was like, oh my god, he's leaving. Like, and it wasn't even that big of a threat. And you give up a very big pivotal point there to let CBV back in.
I mean, like if you have the perfect calls, not the perfect calls, if you have a really good shot caller, can
Yeah,
give you a huge advantage in whatever
yeah,
league you're playing. And let's just say, okay, and I'm not gonna put him under pressure. Julie Rogers, that's the first time them to see in the final.
right,
So CB Void, they make mistakes, but they got the W. Jilly Rogers, I believe like this game is a matter of whoever the team makes less mistakes will be able to win the series or win the game.
right. And honestly, I don't know. The momentum shifting so back and forth right now. It's anyone's game right now. And I
True.
feel a game five very, very close. With that being said, CB Void in match point position, ladies and gentlemen. Will they become the first back to back champions here at Merc Academy? Find out when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with game four draft and picks.
See ya. Okay.
Before we come down, stars will always come down. What does it mean to be happy? Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on a show. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow. Oh, you know, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. To drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside. Try to look to the heavens to tell us things that we beg to know. Like what did this all mean? There's no tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Merc Academy, Merc Esports, we are back. Somehow, some way, CB Void finds the light at the end of the tunnel, bringing this series to a 1-2 situation right now. And it is been nothing but explosive right now. Match point on the way. Let's see where this goes for these guys right now here for Plat Final.
Plat finals, baby. Game 4, when you know it's Plat, so a lot of champions have been trimmed out of the equation.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
out. And right now, I believe drafts are gonna be a little bit funny. Hopefully, I believe that Jolly Rogers, if they got a better mental state, they are not like gonna mental blow off after like having the third game into their back pocket, and they were almost close to winning. Not almost, they were winning. Like I
Oh,
believe that
yeah.
the
They,
man
they
here
were
something.
winning. They were winning, dog.
You know, actually, Huey, back in time, like I remember one of the tournaments, we were like ahead in like 10K gold or more, and in our mind, we just like we have won the game, we have won the series, and we have won
Yep.
the tournament.
Yep.
And guess
Yep.
what? When you start tunnel visioning and
Yep.
not focusing a lot into the
Yep.
game, that's what happens.
Close
We
out.
got knocked down, and like actually, I remember what happened back then. My jungler, felt off of his chair and like went off. We tried to wake him up, and he was just like, "Guys, what happened? You lost? No, we won the game. We won the series. Oh man, we have lost." And, like that
Yeah.
brings me shit ton of memory, and
That's
hopefully Jolly
crazy.
Rogers that don't get into that scenario and be mentally ready for the comeback and mentally ready for the fourth game, or like being mentally ready is what heroes are made of.
Yeah. This is where this is what breaks the boys from men here. All right. When you are down and the chips are low, and it looks like this is looking to be game over here, this is where it really matters, and this is what makes and breaks champions here. CB Void making and allowing themselves to find this position right now. Can't ask for a much better position to close this one out. 3-1. Jolly Rangers has a huge mountain to climb right now. Looking at the draft picks right now, I've got to say, actually, I'm really enjoying Jolly Rogers for once.
I do. And also, like, speaking of draft, let's look at what's happening right now. Having the
Yeah.
Orgot on top lane, is gonna be really good when it comes to having sudden pressure. Sloppy McFloppy having Fiora, which is really scary. You need to just skip the laning phase, and he knows Sloppy McFloppy get the side lane. Also, like they had like it figured out that you're not gonna play into the second game with a huge meta picks, so you can save them for the fourth game. And right now you're having Lucian, Nami, and bot. You're having the Azir, Amumu, and Fiora. I really like CB Void composition. On the other side, I can see Misfortune Leona. You can
Right.
see Type 3 playing Syndra, Jarvan, so you can see the wombo combo from both sides, and I can see the scaling from Jolly Rogers looking kinda better,
So
kinda,
where
yeah.
would you take this then? Where are we going game 3? Are we going to game 5?
Hopeful,
Do
I
you
hope
see
so
it?
that we can go
Do
to
you
game five.
see it? All
It's
right.
hard, but it's doable. It's
I
doable.
do. I see it. I see it. Jolly Rogers. Let's see if they'll be able to do it. My boys in a red right now, locked in, are ready to go. Put in your predictions. Get yourselves ready to go. Go grab that popcorn and the drinks. Game 4, match point for CB Void. Downloading right now as we speak. Don't go anywhere. When the game is ready, we will be right back.
the storm. We are not afraid. We journey on the road until tomorrow. That hope has
ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. Match point for the side of CBV. JRA has a lot of ground to cover, but if any team can do the impossible, it will be JRA. CBV has to close this one out. I feel if we want the CBV dub, if JRA finds a way to tie this up and pull it to a game 5, I feel we have JRA win.
Look at the respect. Look at the respect from both players. You can see the lizard and the hands of Jarvan, and the other side you can see the small frog in the hands of Mr. Amumu. And like, actually, speaking of Amumu, I really wanna just like
Right.
ignore the game, and I really wanna get more into his lore. Amumu have one of the saddest lore in League of Legends.
Okay. So
Trying to have a friend.
I actually am so glad that you touched on Amumu. Amumu is actually the first League of Legends champion that I actually made, and is still to this day one of my favorite champions. Little Knight Amumu was my
Good to
first skin
play.
too. And yeah, no, it was his story, and I thought Bandage Toss was like the coolest thing. And I said it years ago. I was like, would it be sick if Amumu gets 2 Bandage Tosses? And then we finally got the dream, and yeah, bro. My boy is like in meta now. Love to see it. He does have a couple friends as he gets to rock out with the guys of CBV right now. And right now, the trade in the bot lane looking pretty good right now. Nikai keeping it locked down. I love the matching suits on both ends too.
Actually, what do you really like? Which story did you really like about Amumu? Like the one he was found in a template, not a template, temple, and he couldn't even like leave it because whenever he leaves it, whenever someone touches him, he dies.
Yeah,
Or
I like
Well-
the older one that he was like a older Yordle, and he doesn't
Exactly.
remember his life, and that's why he's very sad. And because he's cursed, he can't really have anyone near him. That's actually my favorite one. And I love the Shurima aspect of just the league lore. Shurima is up there. Honestly, if I'm being honest, almost every location in League of Legends is amazing. But Shurima and Bilgewater and why am I missing Noxus is definitely my top 3 if I had to. Type 3, speaking of 3, Type 3 taking the trade out over on the Sotin right now. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a little more Syndra on that side. Nice dodge from Nikai. Prof, baiting out the E from Leona. Really nice.
Speaking of lore, also I'm gonna mention. I wouldn't say I have a top 3 because basically, I have top 1. It's always Shurima, and then
Shurima.
Shurima, like the Santas,
Oh, oh.
everything. And speaking of it, let's see the action both side.
Romero praising the sun right now. Gonna take a lot of damage though. Diablo Fox gonna find a bandage, or Jester gonna find a bandage charge on the fish there. Big damage going through. Gonna try to flash away, but the laser going to hit. Nikai gonna be first blood. Looking good for the side. That's gonna be a double kill. The bubble gonna hit. One in a dream right now. That's gonna be 2 for free. You love to see it right now. That was a Christmas Sunday if I've ever seen it. Oh, for the side of CBV.
2-0, it's your call in bot side. You saw the Jarvan just walking around in the park, not even trying to engage. Use the flag, use the drag. But after what? What time have you tried to use it after you got like low to even less than mid HP? It was way too different. Like unless when you're playing Jarvan, you just go for the nearest enemy and you just lock him up. You have the Leona, you have the misfortune damage, and you have like at least 3-4 seconds of CC in your back pocket in your kit. So
Yeah.
you missed it. You give 2 kills to Miss Solution, and guys, when you give that guy kills, you know that he's gonna skyrocket. He's gonna get the damage. He's gonna give you everything that you could ever ask for.
I mentioned it earlier when I said when we had the discussion earlier. Nikau is one of the guys that if McFloppy falls, you can rely on the bot lane between Shadowkeeper and Nikau. Sotin as well, dude did had a fantastic game, so it was always more options there. It always seemed, like you said, chaotic for the side of JRA. It never seemed to vary as a deciding factor. As we do look towards the top side of Big Floppy, kind of hanging out right now, not the end of the world. Lucian already got the Warhammer locked in with the buffs as well too. This is not what JRA needs, obviously.
I really wanted them to not push the wave and just play it in the middle of the lane. Like if you try to play it in the middle of the lane, you know that
My
the
gosh.
doesn't have the flash, and you have everything in your in your pocket to just have more damage. You have the resources, you have the mana, you have the burn, you have everything, and pushing the waves will just lead to not getting extra kills, not getting extra gold. I know that you're looking for the Drake, but just imagine if you get the Drake a little bit delayed, like 30 seconds, but you get on top of the Drake, you double kill or one kill into Lucian.
I love how you always look for more, but you're always correct on that. It should always be more. You should never be satisfied with what you get. You should always try and look for more. If you get an inch, you gotta take the mile. That's how you really gain advantage here. Oh, Sloppy gonna be just walking forward there, trying to do the right thing, but the route was really good on the side of Fish there. That's gonna be an easy flag and drag. The pickup going to go in the Void's pocket there, who desperately needed that to even things up in the top lane.
I felt like he is more distracted in bot lane, like he doesn't know should I engage on Nami, Lucian, or even Mumu. And unlike in top side, you know, you have Sloppy McFloppy, you get the
That's
flag,
it.
you get the drag, and yeah,
You got one
you
person.
just out.
You don't gotta
Just
worry.
out.
You got one person. That's it. Easy out. And it's just unfortunate that McFloppy just was going to go ward there. He was trying to do the right thing. I feel maybe Void, who had the wards on tracker there, knew that it was empty there, called for it as well too. Just really, really well played. Good communication on both ends there. Gonna keep things even and keep them in because you don't. That pretty much seals the deal. If Nikai Sultan gets ahead, if two get ahead on TBV, I feel like that is it right there. Type 3, just trying to push the wave there, gonna get scattered the wheat and play a small game of dodgeball and lose terribly. I don't think they had dodgeball in Shurima.
I mean, you can expect anything from Pharaohs.
True. They lost him on purpose, you know, he was the Pharaoh. Like, they're not gonna actually play the game right. Like, gonna be
You know
pushed
what?
forward there.
Yeah, I really want to highlight again the bot lane. So after when you see Lucian Nami actually freezing the wave, look at the difference between the gold. Look at the difference between the CS 74 to 48. A huge
That
CS
makes-
lead right now.
That makes
Let's
the
see how it
difference
goes.
there. The Jester looking for an R is gonna find it, but gonna get munched there. So there is no smite secured there. I think that's gonna be it, and that's gonna be the Voids kind of giving up
Oh,
there.
good one.
Oh, but somehow Shadowkeeper gets it with the 3-point shot from downtown. Gonna get a mark on there, secure for them. That is gonna be feet though for JRA. Gonna be able to keep at least one Void on their side as well too. So not the worst scenario, but not the best scenario. You don't want to be giving Void 2 kills like that for free, especially with Floppy on the backside here.
Also, main issue, even though if you look at the gold, you can see that GRA got a better, like, got like gold advantage, or like advantage, a small advantage. But the thing is, 1.2k gold in the hands of Lucian, that's a lot. Lucian is just gonna be
Yes.
using the call,
Yes.
using the damage, zoning her out. Look at the damage. It's
And the bubble
disgusting.
too. Gotta give the Shadowkeeper being real nice with those bubble prisons. Double up
Yes.
is gonna hit, take a little bit of damage. Romeo gonna push forward here. The Solar Flare gonna land onto the fish. Lock in with the Zenith Blade, the flashback, knock in the wave. The Cataclysm going to land. He is in trouble. That's gonna be a free trade there, but that was a lot of resources for just one little fish.
And the fish went to Romeo, so it's not even
Right,
something
right,
that you will count.
It's not even the best to write home about. Exactly.
Still, shutdown on
It's
Lucian
still
is
something.
huge.
It's still
It
something.
is. It is. Like, keep an eye on your AD carry, keep an
Hmm.
eye on Lucian, and just look forward into catching him. You have the slows, you have the damage, and I believe a good play coming out from your support, Romeo, will make a whole lot of difference. You need the
Yeah.
flash and the engage for your side, and right now CBV are just fighting back.
Yeah, it's not a definite just yet. It was a really good opener, but it's not much coming out. The colon coming down, big damage, ripping through my guy, but it's not gonna be enough. Gonna try to get the Shurima shuffle in the mid lane. Gonna take a dodgeball to the face instead. There goes the bandage toss. There goes the curse of the sad mummy, and his bot lane is starting to get decimated there. Beautiful tower trade, EQ for the fish, but he's gonna have to flash forward there. There goes the next bandage toss there. The tears are starting to fall around Jester, but they don't crash around him as they get a second kill for free.
That's not how we play League of Legends! You don't just walk up for the wave, you don't have anything to cover you. Even Romeo was just leaving you behind, getting back, and giving that chance to CBV to just push the wave. You just had to wait the wave, use the bullet time to defense your turret, not to walk up and try to auto attack. You went too greedy, and when you get greedy, CBV counters.
Yeah, it just again, I feel this is going back to game one where the trigger and that pedal's being pushed too hard, and they're just kind of crashing. Kind of more of Icarus, just getting a little too close to the sun here.
I mean, the sun is calling. Some difference also, like, if we're gonna talk more about the Lucian getting his first item at minute 12, right now gets the Essence Weaver. Let's talk even more about the mid laner. Like, even though you can see Luden's companion completed in the hands of type 3, so even if Lucian gets like ahead 2-3k gold, you know, he's just like one scatter of the week or like one ultimate away from death.
Yeah, very close there. Cataclysm going to land, but the escape artist himself going to keep himself afloat right now. That 2-0 presence of Void is still a very threatening aura that they're going to have to try and snuff out there. JRA still having a huge ray of hope in the terms of their top end mid lane.
Dragon Soul,
Uh-oh.
it's gonna
Uh-oh.
be different,
Unless
but no
Floppy
void.
Floppy gonna rip open that ult there, gonna try and proc or parry it, and they find it. Jester being everywhere he needs to be right now, helping the lanes from top to bottom, securing objectives, trying to close this one out for the team. Fish in the curtains right now for his mid laner. Type 3 pushing out the wave. It's going to be a slight pause in the action. Good read on that stealth check there. Zenith Blade going to land, going to make it rain, but the wave going to break that bullet time there. Nikai doesn't want to full commit onto the dive with no minions there. That's going to be forcing the retreat back. That 1.5 gold deficit right now looking a lot more dangerous there. The shutdown finally what was needed from McFloppy. Things are starting to turn for our boys in red right now.
Type 3 have TP and they have a really good flanking ward
Oh,
for
that's a
him.
good
He
call.
can use it. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
We'll go for it. Nope.
He's gonna catch him. Shotgun knees are going. Fish is here. Exhaust gonna be proc. Flag and drag. Anytime now. Just gonna keep hitting him, I guess. That's fine. Jester gonna come in, get the shutdown. Bandage toss gonna go in. I don't know if they win this 3v2 situation. They're gonna have to respect it. There goes the damage though. But Jester showing me up that yes, they can indeed win this. But the TP coming in, that's gonna be a 2-for-2 even situation. Type 3 coming in, gonna get the scatter, gonna get the ball drop, gonna try and cook her up some fish. Double shot going through, make it rain, bullet time. See you later. 3-for-2, making it just about a dead even game for this game. For Sloppy McFloppy going through, gonna try and get the parry, and the timing was not enough. And JRA gonna find a way to actually take advantage in this deficit of a game. Now we are now in a dead even ballpark game.
GRA are just back into the game. The difference in gold has scattered. It's only 800 gold, which means, that game 5 is ringing the bell. It's getting closer and closer. When it comes to gold, when it comes to anything GRA, get 2 Void Grubs. CBV, got 1 from Shadow Keeper. That's early on in the game. And right now, you gotta keep an eye into Type 3. Getting
Hmm.
the large rod, I'm not sure what's the fourth. Oh, 4 stacks in your hand, 4 stacks on the ring, which means a lot of damage. Type 3 and Sutin having huge trade in bot. Let's see how it goes, Romeo. And it's always about bot lane.
Well, the tide going through. There comes the dive situation. Gonna try and take out the wave, But speaking of waves, Nami taking a big wave, taking out the ADC, trying to go in. The tower goes down. Leona just trying to show up for the Solari, but it's not gonna be enough as Lucian on a tear right now. That's gonna be another double kill in the pocket. Lucian, just so much damage already. Essence Reaver already locked in. Gonna get the Navori quick blades and already has the cooldown boots. This is a very spooky bot lane.
He's scary. He is scary and bot. On the other side, what's more scary is Type 3. He's just playing against a fake Azir. That's
Mm-hmm.
not the Shurima's Emperor.
Mm-mm.
And someone else. Which means, you get the Shaku clone in mid lane, who is gonna help you a lot to get back into the game. And right now, the goal difference is set in 1k.
Yeah.
And like if you see the 1k, like Azir got 1.5k advantage into not Azir, sorry, Type 3 got 1.5k advantage into Sutin. Also the same thing in bot lane, so it's either Lucian carries or Syndra get the upper hand in team fight.
Right. And I think that's going to be the focus, the agenda on CBV's plan here is to attack this mid lane right now. Try to get that shutdown on the Type 3. Hopefully get on Nikai there, but the Scatter Weak going to land there. Bandit Shot's going to go in, add in the wave, and there's the plan. Just falling into action there. Nikai going to find
Let's
one.
push it
gonna
up with the
find
ultimate,
two.
please.
That's exactly what CBV needed. JRA fans punching the air right now.
You had the perfect setup, you had the Scatter the Weak, and you had the bullet time ready. You used your ultimate as Syndra, but actually Fox was just scary to get in touch, like to get his hand dirty in the team fight. I don't know, man. Like he just gotta put in some work and fish, man. Like
Oh,
you can't keep missing flags in drag like this. J4 is one of those simple champions. You have to just play it like this. And right now, Sloppy McFlobby is just running away.
yeah, wasting time, I guess. He shouldn't die here. I don't really necessarily know the call there per se. I think it was just to waste J4's time there. But to be honest, I don't know. I feel like that could have been done a little better. Overall, though, this is what CBV wants. Okay?
The score says it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's 9-11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
want to-
Yeah. My bad, I'm a little tired there, but yeah, no, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But to say the least, though, it's not the end of the world for the side of JRA. But this window of opportunity is closing very soon, and if they want to do anything, they need to do something soon before it falls onto their fingers here, just like it was last game.
Lucian is just getting the better hand in the game. 3k gold advantage.
Oh, yeah.
You looking for the top side. Low HP turret Void alone 1v4. Maybe Jarvan is here. The whole squad is moving, but Type 3 is on the other side of the map, looking, scattering
Oh,
the wheel,
man.
getting the damage.
damage.
The stun. And
Check it out.
Sloppy McFlobby can turn it. Sloppy, you
Shield?
get the grand challenge. Bro,
Shield?
what are you doing?
Please? Oh, wait, the bush. There it is. Push in. Jump.
Grand challenge?
Tap. He missed. Well, going to the top side, though. Curse of the Sad Money. Gonna go through. The wave. Gonna rock in. Romeo on the run. Not having the best game of their season right now. He's gonna escape there. So Ren in trouble. Gonna get Num Num. The Void. just being the crab monstrosity on the top side there, getting through a difficult top lane match to say the least, and a winning on top of it too. Very well played on the Urgot pick here.
That's a snipe. That's the snipe you needed.
Yes, sir.
Trading turret in mid lane in 1 T1 in top and T1 in bot
Nice.
would be a really good trade, even though mid turret have a really huge value.
Yes.
But when it comes to gold, you're not missing a lot.
Right.
So, shout out to GRA getting back into the game. Shadow Flame already completed in the hands of Type 3. So that means you have some shredding for this Mr. Mommy. The sad Mommy 328 who got like a really huge shutdown. The huge shutdown is in Lucian's hand in Nikai. So you gotta
Yeah.
just get shut down Nikai, you know. One scatter of the week and please double fox, just get your hands dirty in the team fight.
Hopefully so, and rightfully so. I am not sure what is up with that Rift Herald there. That's just going to be a quick toss away there. Being able to get the advantage there of scooping that objective to then just waste it is frustrating to me there, especially when you're in a position not that you need every little bit possible there. I think this is going to be the call here. No catch on the ward here, but Void, Spidey sense is tingling. It's just too nice, too easy. Respects and sees that the Dragon Timer is coming up very soon to about a minute. Otacon is up as well too. I think that's going to be the call here for CBV. Pushing on down, 9k, 8k left. The damage from Nikai, plus the little rare and tear of the MR from Jester just seals the deal there. Thornborn is locked in. I wouldn't say it's fully it there, but Void now gonna push up right now. This may be one of the things that close the deal right now. Big damage coming in. Solar Flare going to land, but not gonna be able to grab the Zenith Blade. Romeo in trouble. Bullet time gonna land from the sideways, but there's the Shurima Shovel. We know and love, baby. The bullet, the barrier, and the flash gonna have to be proc there. Scatter the weak, going to land, but somehow, some way, JRA makes this a 2-1 situation right now. Mikau and Nami pushing forward on this tier 2, doesn't have another wave, may not be able to get it. Flag and Dragon to go through. Fish on his own right now. The wave gonna hold it down. My guy, Shadowkeeper not missing with the bubbles. Romero in trouble. The Bob, the weave, gonna be able to find it. Scatter the weave, gonna land the stun, not gonna be enough, but Type 3 will fall to the Fish. Romero in trouble. Normally he wins this fight, but I think the Fish girl got it. But Diablo Fox gonna be able to come through onto the back. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, Fiora going to push that tier 2 tower. So it is still shifting to the side of CBV. The window is slowly but surely closing for JRA.
Yeah, it's shifting for sure, but I believe that GRA got something really cooked. Right now, you know that Nikai actually dies from just one combo from Type 3, so it's all in hands of Type 3. 3.3k gold advantage in the hand of Nikai, it's just like one bottom from Type 3. If he actually managed to get it, that's the perfect call. Even though I don't really like the way that CB Void actually tried to force a fight without having Nikai or Showkeeper. You know that when those two players show up in any team fight, you know it's over. You saw the damage, you saw Type 3 getting humiliated right now. It's the river fight, and it's all about the engaged flag and drag, and Fish is just Fish right now.
Fish gonna get the Cataclysm, the Bandage Toss gonna miss, but the wave gonna go in, giving enough time for Jester to get the Curse of the Sad Money. Bullet time on the back, putting in a lot of damage in there.
Got those shields
from the Solar Flare, so they can't do much. Soten on the shuffle, on the run, but Fiora putting in that work. Soten running away with the portals. Okay. 2025 waste their time. Jester 2025 waste their time. That should give McFluffy the tier 3 tower. That's not what they wanted, but that's what they're gonna have to take as a consolation prize as JRA finds that skirmish to fall to their favor.
A lot of gold invested, and GRA are actually getting back into the game, but on the other side, CBV playing the side lane in a really good state, in a really good play. She got actually the side lane pressure and the side lane item that gives you a lot of pressure Hullbreaker completed, having the Trinity Force, having the Titanic, not the Titanic, having the Lifesteal Hydra is gonna give you a lot and a lot of resources. And when it comes to side lane right now, she's just a beast. You know, no one can
Mm-mm.
actually stop Fiora. Even though if you send Void, if you send Type 3, she can just outplay both of them. Three
That gold
items
shift is
Fiora
insane.
is a scary Fiora.
It's an insane gold shift. Mick Floppy having a difficult time in that top lane in a somewhat normal, more advantageous situation between Fiora and Urgot, and to be able to come back and have a 2.3k gold lead there is not nothing to mock at all. Right now, bullet time going, or excuse me, the calling going to go all to Nikai. Diablo Fox just gonna fade away there into the light as CBV starting to put in the final nails in the coffin there. Hopefully, they do not get the JRA eyes and they do learn to close this one out very well. 2 minutes locked in. The gold lead is looking nice. Everything is set up. They had a Christmas Sunday opening there with the free 2-0. CBV are only steps away from becoming the back-to-back champions here.
The champions should get the win right now. The champions are looking to close it off, getting the 3-1, the score 4 games into their sides. The CBV is just one step away from finishing the series, from finishing the game, from finishing the Merc Academy Platinum tournament to their side.
And it is history too. First to make a double, if they can close this one out, they have to finish this here. It is not over yet. You mentioned it yourself. This is where it falls the most. You have to close this out with dominance. The wave going through. Cataclysm landing in. Shurima Shuffle going down. Fish on the lockdown. Type 3 going down. Putting in the work. Defending. Curse of the Sad Mummy going to be extremely late there. And that is what JRA needs to keep them in the game. But look at Bot. Look at Bot McFloppy running around, dancing with those blades. Well, Fury gonna take down another tower and gonna be on the run. They won, but at what cost? It's still a 4-5k gold lead right now. Right. Yep.
It's closer to an end, and right now CBV having the control over the game. The death cap is about to get into Sutin, but actually I like the fact that you investing everything to
Yes.
get a Nikai and get Nikai out of the equation is what you're looking for right now.
That's exactly what you need from a deficit standpoint here. With everything looking fantastic for our boys in red, to find an opening like that is to suffice to say nothing but skill there, and it still shows that with as much as a lead CBV has, JRA can still bring this back. They still need to respect JRA. The backdoor option is there. They need to close this out with some dominance though. Gonna be able to grab it. Jester gonna get the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but no one is there. The communication that we saw earlier is just not it. That wave gonna whiff hard there. Not gonna get anybody wet there. I'm not sure what's going on here with CBV. I think the trigger's just being pulled a little bit too early there. Shadowkeeper kind of in trouble into the corner. Bullet time gonna land there. Gonna have to flash away. The calling locking in. Sotin looking for a little bit there. McFloppy on the back. Urgot on a arduous journey to the top side. Trying to close out this gap, but it is not there right now.
You should look for catches. GRA,
Right.
JRA, it's your call right now. You don't have Mr. Amumu, you don't have Jester, so you just have to look for fights. You're opening CPV like a lot of angles, a lot of ways to get back into the game, and it's getting to a point whoever have a better team fight between execution and team fights, it's over to
Mhm.
their side.
And it's like it shouldn't be getting to a point like that, but I think CBV are just looking too far ahead right now. I think they're patting themselves on the back, saying "Good game, GG's," da 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 da, and it's not over yet. That Nexus is still open right now. It is starting to get late on the East Coast right now. It's already 11, so it's just getting later and later. That tank is going to fade out soon enough, and you don't want to give anyone an inch. You don't want to take this to a game 5 at all. 30 minutes locked in right now. Items looking good for both sides. Flag and Drag going to go for Fish. Not going to be able to find a Cataclysm on the back. Romeo is there. Excuse me. As we do get a slight pause here. Hex, or
Elder.
excuse me, Elder going to be up in about 40 seconds right now.
Huge fight you can see in the
They push
Elder.
forward
You
here.
can see.
They also
Yeah,
have Soul
both
here.
teams are fishy.
PvP has everything that they need to close this one out. It's just going to be built on terms of execution right now. Jester, a little shaky there, but there
But
goes the
he's
Hope
out.
and Dream. Type 3 is going to get the golden glass. Jester walking up, Curse of the Sad Mummy. The hope and dreams of the team is fading away as Jester pushed forwards onto the front line. Swapping the
Over.
traffic, gonna walk away. Nikai gonna be able to find Void. That's gonna be a double kill locked in. Romero is down. MF is down. Soden is up. That's gonna be the triple kill, but MF gonna match it for the triple. I don't know if they can full close out, but they are sure to try. But the TP is here. Soren is here as well. There's only one tower left. The boys are walking it down, and I think we may have our back-to-back champions. The goal difference is there. The power was there. The aura farm was there. And ladies and gentlemen, you have it! CBD taking it away. Back-to-back champions here in Merc Esports.
CBV, after losing one game in the final, they get the crown, they get the spot, and they get Merc Academy's Platinum tournament into their back pocket. 3-1 is the score of the finals. You have it. You have CBV, you have two times champions back to back. GRA, they had a really great run, but CBV ends on top.
Such a close series there. Such a banger of 4 games there. If anyone could do it, it was the Jolly Roger crew. So close, yet so far from the goal. But there you have it, folks. What an amazing series. Please give it all a round of applause. Please give them all a round of applause. We will be right back with a MVP interview. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we're back again with Mr. Damon, Sloppy
Hello, hello.
McFloppy, the top laner of CB Void. And first of all, I really wanna to say or tell you congratulations on your back-to-back champions on Mercury's Academy for the Blood League. What do
Uh,
you actually feel after winning the series?
I mean, I feel great. I will say we're not back to back. We are new team, just but yeah, I feel great after that. After game two, we were all kind of our morale was a little down, but game three really shot us back, and I think that's what let us win that. It was a great time.
Speaking of game three, I felt they had a lot of stuff. We had really rough mid game, and the early game it was almost even. But like, what was the shifting point between you guys and the voice comms, and how did you manage to turn the game around from your voice comms and playing the game?
Yeah, so a lot of the game we were just giving up a lot of dragons and objectives and whatnot. So they were just free farming that, and we knew that like our trundle was getting a lot of shutdown gold, and overall we just kind of can team fight better if we can pick one out. So with the elder spawning up around like 20-minute mark or 25-minute mark, we all just decided, hey, we're not gonna fight. If we can find a pick, we take that one, but we're out immediately. We just need to play PVE for a while, farm up, and
Yes.
then just win the game through that. And that's what we did. I think we had pretty well planned out macro during that. We set our plan, we stuck to it. Comms were just very clear. It was a great time.
It was like even though like when you see it from outside, having the shutdowns on Trundle, it felt a bit odd. Like if it was on any other carry, it would have made like huge difference when it comes to damage output. But I feel that Trundle gave you the sustainability in team fight, and having a really huge frontline, someone can tank a lot of damage, helped you a lot
Mhm.
through the team fights, and like actually. I still have a lot of points when it comes to your macro and your decisions, but like, congrats on winning, at least on the second game. Like, I have a lot to ask you, like, on the TP bot lane when you were playing Gwen on the Baron. Was it you? Actually, was it you or like, not
I
CB
believe
Void? It was
it
the other team. It was
was it
not
the other
you,
team,
team?
or I think I know what you're talking about. That might have been me because a lot of the time during that game, I never wanted to fight. After like our first three failed fights that we had, I just wanted to farm up, and that might have been me with the TP bot, just so I can go there, grab more gold, like
Oh,
towers and
wait,
all
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it was like minute 27-ish. You had like you left the whole Baron bit and you just TP'd on bot lane, and the other team just, okay, we're not gonna try to contest Baron, we're not gonna try to start it. Actually, I felt it was one of the shifting points when when they actually not tried to contest. I felt it was more of a misplay from them, but it actually opened you a lot of good options to get into having the win on that game.
Yeah, with like all of that in my eyes for that game, I just wanted to farm up, split push as much as I could, and I knew that they had to send at least one person for me. So if I'm just
Mhm.
TPing down to bot lane, then yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I believe the Ari TP'd in or the Kennen, so someone needed to recall to deal with me, so they couldn't really fight that Baron like they wanted to. So I'm just kind of taking their attention away because otherwise I'm just going to take their entire base. You know?
Sure. Actually, yeah, he had. Speaking of taking the entire base, he did it with Fiora. He actually did.
Yes.
Like your whole team is just trying to fight and you're just the side lane king. You're just okay, just putting the pressure, putting the work in, even though you're losing some of the team fights. You're having huge advantage towards your team. Opening the base turrets was just insane from you, Damon. Sloppy, shout
Thank
out
you.
to you. You're the serious MVP, and he actually showed us a really good performance, and you guys managed to get the W, get the league into your side. Any last words?
No, none for me. I mean, just good game to Jolly Rogers. It was a great time. Um, they played really good games. It felt pretty close. Game 2 and game 3. I had a great time. That's all I
It
got.
was, it was. Thank you, Sloppy. Thank you, Damien, for the interview, and thank you guys for uh, keeping with us, or like staying with us after for the interview, and for the final words of the stream today. Thank you to everyone that's part of this academy, Merc Academy, Merc himself, Last Revenant, having Huey by my side, and also thank you guys for playing and showing us those great games. And yeah, that's gonna be my final word for the Platinum League. That was Sekio, and see you in the next stream.
Bye bye.
Peace out. Bye.
Say you'll be here when your head starts to clear. When I'm drowning, just say you'll jump in. Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night.